What's up?
Hello.
Happy Wednesday. What day is it? I don't know what day it is.
It's Wednesday.
We did a stream on Monday, so it threw me off. We had to talk Scream 7 spoilers with everybody, which we did that. Go check it out if you missed it. And that actually officially put a cap in Scream coverage.
Yep.
We did
Scream is
Scream
done.
we did Scream hardcore for 2 months. It felt like maybe it wasn't quite 2 months, I don't know. But we are done with Scream until the inevitable 8 comes out in 6 months. God, they're going to push that thing out so fast.
Directed by Quentin Tarantino.
Dude, they're going to shit that thing out so fast with how much money this did.
I'm sure.
We'll be back at that point, but how's everybody doing? What's up, Robert? So today we'll kind of do an intro and then we're going to get right into talking about the new movie Dolly that's coming out from IFC and Shudder. We got to watch it this weekend, and we were going to kind of give a spoiler-free review on it, and then we're gonna hang and chat like normal and have a good time. So, How you doing, man? Oh, and you might be happy. What do you think we should do? So next week, I want to go back to anthology horror. Should we go to Tales from the Dark Side? Should we dabble into Friday the 13th, the series? Or do we go, dare I say, back to Freddy's Nightmares?
What about Tremors? I'm just kidding.
The series?
Remember I sent you that picture or whatever? I thought that was pretty funny.
No, we're not giving those spoilers. We already did the spoiler cast on Monday, so this episode is not about Scream at all. So, but when you watch it, go check that out.
But. Yeah. So, funny story. I went to the local library a couple days ago, and I was sending Aaron a bunch of pictures of all the Blu-rays and all the DVDs they have. They actually had a really good selection. They had a lot of Criterion stuff, which was cool. They had a lot of Kino, and I don't know, man. I need to just start going to the library and getting free titles, man.
The public library is my bread and butter at a point.
I know it is. I know you've always talked about that.
Dude, I rented so many good ones. I rented Alien 3 for the first time. I rented Extra for the first time. I rented was it The Watchers? What's the Corey Haim movie?
The Watchers. Yeah, Watchers.
We rented that. So many things. And yeah, man, don't count them out. Let's see. You still have to separate those episodes of Tales from the Crypt and Dark Side. Do one of those. Oh, you're all about. I know, man. Time is of the essence. I guess it wouldn't take that long. I'm a new dad. Todd's a regular dad. No, but we really need to get on it.
You got 2 kids to feed.
No, we'll get on it, man, because we need to kind of complete it. But anyway, we can add to those. I'm down to stream any of those. And yeah.
What about so do you not want to do Friday the 13th the series, or is that still on your list of should we start that, or should we just
we could put a poll out there, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We'll put a poll of anthology horror out there. Hey, we could even include Are You Afraid of the Dark in there.
Yeah.
I mean, the guys our age, they remember it, fond memories.
And I did start watching the 3rd season, I believe. I think it's on, I don't know, it was on Amazon Prime or something, Paramount. And yeah, I watched the one where the magician one. I think that was like the first episode of season 3. Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Racing Genius? How you doing? Hello, Dolly, and how fitting your review stream falls my mom's birthday. Yeah, tell her to join.
Yes.
Happy birthday to Racing's mom.
Yeah, happy birthday.
We're gonna talk about Dolly.
Yeah,
just giving it a minute for people to come in, and we're going to start getting into the review for that. But we watched it this weekend and got a screener for that. A lot to talk about, man.
Absolutely, especially the new horror stuff. Like I know there's some folks that aren't really into new horror, but I'm looking forward to talking about it because we talk about new horror, but like independent films like this, it's fun to talk about these, man.
Robert, I'm still mad you can't really get Are You Afraid of the Dark on physical media after all this time. Yeah, it's a bummer. I remember I bought most of the episodes that matter seasons on Vudu when it was still Vudu. I got them real cheap one Halloween. Yeah, it sucks because they would never really need more than DVD with the quality those are. But I would buy a huge set, dude. I want Pete and Pete. I want Are You Afraid of the Dark, dude? I want all of it. Let's see here. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. So Todd, we just watched the new movie Dolly.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about who made Dolly, and then we're going to talk about the movie Dolly itself because there's a lot to crack open with it. And yeah, it's good to watch a new horror flick, man. And if I can say, a new old horror flick, because
Yes.
there's definitely a lot of influences on its sleeve. But go ahead and
So,
talk about the making of it.
yep. So this is directed by and co-written by Rod Blackhurst. This was originally a short film that they ended
Mm.
up turning into a feature-length film. Primary shooting of this film was in the mountains of Chattanooga, Tennessee. It looks really cool. The whole setting and everything like that. It was shot on 16 millimeter. So
Yeah.
I love the fact that it was shot on 16. Once I heard that fact, I'm like, I'm going to watch it because it's like, you don't really see that a whole hell of a lot anymore.
And they wore it loud and proud in the credits, proudly shot on 16
Yeah,
millimeter.
which
Yeah.
I do appreciate. So, and this is your kind of backwoods slasher film, and it's it has a lot of interesting things. I mean, it's not heavy on plot by any means, but that's what's good about it. Like it's a quick 82-minute runtime slasher film with a memorable slasher.
Yeah, there's we don't have to go through it beat by beat because we don't want to spoil anything. But to put it simply, it's your pretty basic setup. You got a couple. You got Stifler.
Mhm.
What's Sean
Sean William
Sean
Scott,
William Scott. I always want to say Tom Everett Scott. Sean William Scott is with
Chase, and then you have Macy, Fabian Therese. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce her name.
and she's got a daughter, and they're together, and he's taking her to this overlook in the mountains, or like in the woods, which never spells good for these kind of movies. And he's taking, this isn't a spoiler because he's taking her there to propose to her.
Yes.
So, and the movie starts off that way. Like they're
Mhm.
basically just dropping off her kid. All right. So they go to the overlook and the movie just starts. It's
Mhm.
just, it's your classic setup of they come across something in the woods they shouldn't have come across. It's very much influenced by obviously TCM.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
there's a few movies where it's very, very,
Mhm.
very heavy handed and where its influences come from. But the cast, I knew nothing about this cast going into it. I will say that Ethan Suplee is in the movie, and when I saw him, dude, I didn't recognize him at first.
Mhm.
It took me a couple of minutes, and I'm like, that's Ethan Suplee. It finally clicked, and he to me steals the show.
He
I
was
think
great, yeah.
I think he's the best actor in the movie, and my opinion on the flick is, if you like sort of I'm usually not a fan of these movies that go out of their way to look old. And I know they shot on 16 millimeter, but they
Mhm.
still made it look old. They still made it, look a certain way.
Yeah,
And
but they didn't throw it. I mean, they still had cell phones and stuff like that in the beginning and all that.
which
I
to
mean,
me
they sh
was weird. No, I'm saying like when I'm watching stuff with like cigarette burns and shit, and they flip up cell phones and they're doing FaceTiming, it was a little jarring for me.
Mhm.
But I will say I settled into it after a few minutes. You just don't
Mhm.
care anymore. But anyway, it's trying to look like an old roughy and a
Yeah.
lot of handy cam. Like it's a
Yep.
lot of shaky handheld camera stuff, which works for it. Um, it was enjoyable. The gore was good.
The gore was awesome, dude, I
The
thought.
There was a couple of scenes in particular, they use digital to their benefit.
Yeah.
Like, there's a
Yep.
particular effect, involving a mouth that
Mhm.
they clearly had to do some digital erasing and stuff
That
like
was
that to
cool,
make it.
though. Yeah.
Yeah, there was some shots where it didn't look very good when they hung on it a little too long, but it looked good. It looked all right. And but I'll tell you, there's this one scene, guys, where, well, let me get to the overall the synopsis of the film is Dolly. They come across Dolly in the woods, who's
Yeah.
obsessed with dolls. They're like all
Mhm.
over the place, and basically it's a survival story. And the main girl is kidnapped by the Dolly, and she basically is just treating her like a baby. And all the stuff you do with babies, you change a baby, you birth the baby, you feed the baby. And there's a scene involving breastfeeding, dude, that legit kind of, what actually grossed me out more than breastfeeding?
Mm.
There was a scene involving drinking curdled baba, dude. A
Oh,
curdled
yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't know why that was making me fucking just gag.
That was great.
Because you could see the chunks in there, dude.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm like, you know, it's probably just oatmeal. It's probably not even gross, but it was grossing me out,
Well,
man. More than
that's what's cool about this film is very unsettling in parts, and I mean that's even better. That some horror movies can actually do that. Like you're saying, I liked the gore was cool. There was some like severed head action stuff like that, and it was man. I love the killer, dude. I love Dolly, dude. I think she's creepier than hell, man.
and
Um,
I didn't know. I just figured, oh, okay, they got a man to play the doll. Like that's a classic move, get a big burly guy, but it's not. It's a I don't know. It's a non-binary wrestler. I don't know what circuit they're on. Uh NWA or something like that. But it's a big hulking monster. She's scary, man.
Max the Impaler.
Max the Impaler.
Yeah, Impaler. Sorry,
Impaler, dude.
Impaler.
Chevy Impala.
Oh, Paula.
But they're scary. Well, they go by they them, so
Yeah.
they're scary. But yeah, it was the character was pretty imposing, and but of course, but if I have to criticize the the acting is kind of par as far as the movie it's trying to be. Like I said, if you watch this kind of movie,
Mhm.
it's like, oh, okay, it's like a 70s old roughie or something. You know, you're not expecting great acting, I guess. So Sean William Scott, he's a good enough actor,
Yeah.
but you could tell they had him for a couple of days and they kind of, you know, he's throughout the movie for sure.
Mhm.
But like it's really about his girlfriend's character. She's like
Mhm.
the main driver. And he's doing a good job, but you can kind of tell he's just kind of reading the lines. And I Ethan Suplee is fantastic. I think he's
Mhm.
really good. He's the best actor in the flick. And yeah, Max the Impaler, obviously, you know, she has no verbal lines, or they have no verbal lines. But as far as playing the imposing character, great job. Our main actress is the weakest actor in the film. She either over acts it or under acts it.
And she didn't bother me
It
that
doesn't bother
much.
me. I'm just come on, guys. You guys don't pay me to review this. I'm supposed to do that. I'm giving you my honest reviews.
No, no, no. I'm saying it. I didn't notice her being that. Like I could see Sean William Scott with some of that in the beginning. I think he got better after something happened to him. But yeah, I mean, there was definitely different parts in this film. Like towards the I'm not gonna spoil it. Ending, it just gets kind of different. Like there's some weird things that happen, but overall, it's pretty artistic when it came to that stuff.
It doesn't hurt this kind of film. I'm not trying to
No,
knock it, but I'm
no.
just being honest. You know, I'll tell you, Ash was a terrible actor in Evil Dead. Bruce Campbell, he overdid it and whatever. In the first movie, had a bunch of bad acting. Doesn't mean the movie's not good, but it was a little uneven in that
Mhm,
regard. So, like for example, I just think the girl's reactions were off.
mm.
Like when she sees like our killer for the first time, she doesn't act like somebody really would at all.
Yeah, freaking
She's
out
like,
more.
no,
Yeah,
she's not freaking out at all. It looks like
yeah.
that's their 40th take,
Mm,
and she's not at all. She's kind of over it, you know. So
mhm.
her actions are kind of delayed,
That
and like I
makes
said,
sense. I
like she
didn't.
underact, and then also just some of the choices she makes of okay, when she first runs into our character, not a spoiler, she runs into our character in the woods because they all meet the character in the woods, and she sees somebody else, let's just
Mhm.
say a
Yeah,
guy from American Pie, and she goes back to the campsite or the site, and she's not like more urgent. She literally stops and she finds, something in her bag, and she's like
mm,
just kind of pontificating. And then
yeah. No, I
the
got
killer
yeah.
comes like, dude, fucking bitch, run.
Mm,
Like run.
mhm,
Run. He's like, you guys are not in the middle of outer space. Run. You can outrun this person if you just run, get help, run.
mhm.
And then when she is being held captive in the house, which is basically most of our movie, it's survival. You can even see it on the poster. Like
Yeah.
that's supposed to be her in the crib,
Mhm.
right? When she's in the house, and whenever we meet a character like Ethan Suplee, I feel like she doesn't make rational decisions. Like, hey, great, go get help. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? It's just causing like a domino effect. But that domino effect is what makes the movie, and the actions that happen. But if you like really grimy movies that are really brisk, this thing is like 82 minutes.
Yeah,
And
it's
if you cut out the credits, dude, we're talking like 72 minutes, 75. It's a brisk walk in the park.
mhm.
Um, it was enjoyable, you know. It was enjoyable. And the little things that I'm nitpicking, they didn't make me not want to watch the movie. It's not like that. Like I said, it's kind of par for the type of you could easily pass it off as, oh, we meant to do that. Yeah, we're trying to capture the charm. Like, okay.
For an indie slasher film, I think this is one of the better ones I've seen in a long time. This would go up because I think I don't even want to say it. Um, I think that they could do more with this character. Let's just say that. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what they're planning on doing, but I think it'd be an awesome idea to keep rolling with this. Because I mean, you look at like a Terrifier or something like that, like an Art the Clown. I really like actor or they them of Dolly because I think it's very effective. Dude. It's creepier than hell. That porcelain mask is awesome.
One word, lactation.
Yes.
I will say though, what this movie really has going for is a lot of spirit. You can
Oh
tell
yeah.
it had a lot of spirit in the making of it. The director again and
Rod
co-writer,
Blacker's, yeah, and
yeah,
Brandon Weevil.
you can tell he's not somebody that is just using the horror genre to get a footing. You can tell this guy's passionate about the horror genre. And like I said, this movie's kind of an amalgamation of like three movies I can think of, you
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
and that's not a bad thing. I like I said, I usually really don't like the notion of these movies trying to emulate old movies. I'm always of the mind where it's like define your era, define your era. Like we're struggling in this era, whatever the current era is. Like make the Hereditary of your era. You know, like a movie like Hereditary did that, for example.
But it's a
It
slasher.
but
I completely agree, but it's a slasher.
it's a junk food. Yeah, it's junk food. It tastes good. You know, whatever. It's not. Uh, yeah. So what do you give it? You seem to I think you like it a lot more than I do. I do, and I thought it was solid, you know?
I mean, I liked it a lot. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I liked
Oh,
it that
wow.
much. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would own this film. I'm happy to purchase this film, and I would recommend people seeing it if they're into slasher films and into gore stuff like that, newer stuff. You want a cool little slasher film that is kind of like a Terrifier esque, probably not as gory as
Mhm.
Terrifier, but definitely has that feeling of kind of low budget. And I would say go see it. I really liked it.
Oh, by the way, like I said, in the scale of what we're talking about here, this stuff is kind of par. There's one character you're introduced to for a brief moment, kind of reminds me of the party man. And another thing where it's like, oh, there's a lot of like, what the fuck? But why do they do this? But again, that's all Friday the 13th is.
Mhm.
Why is this character doing that? Why are they
Yeah.
going upstairs? Why are they doing this? So, like I said, it kind of fits. And this guy's like, are you trying to tell me that the local law enforcement has had bodies disappearing and they're patrolling these woods, these park rangers or whatever they are, and they've never come across that big fucking house?
Yeah.
They've never come across this big giant house just kind of there. You know what I mean? And investigated. It's just you got to suspend your disbelief on that a little bit. But did you stay around for the after credit scene?
After credit scene.
There's an after credit scene.
Oh, I don't know if I have to go back and watch that.
It doesn't necessarily
Well, don't say it. I can go watch.
it doesn't necessarily lend itself to anything, but maybe it does. It almost seems like it's playing off like a joke that was in the movie. But you know, there's characters you don't see in this after credits, you know, that they're just being talked to.
Oh, okay.
So maybe there's more to it. You know, maybe it's opening the door to something, or it could have just been totally a fun Easter egg. Um,
So yeah, if you go see it, stick around for the end credits then, because yeah, I didn't watch that part. I need to go back and see that.
I will say
Um,
the end credit scene, it's okay because it's at the end. It's at the end of the credits. It's not with the principal movie, but the tone was different. Like it was kind of like it gave me Eli Roth vibes, where it's like they're trying to be funny and
mm.
goofy and like the dialogue, and I'm like, oh, which I'm usually not a fan of when Eli
Well,
Roth tries to do that.
and the reason I appreciate that, I think the reason I appreciate this movie so much is because all we get now is like elevated horror stuff. It's like I want something that
Junk
is
food.
junk food. I want something that I can have fun with a slasher. And this guy, like, I mean, if he comes out with more movies, I'll go see him because I think he was for a movie like this. I
Well,
thought he did a great job.
give him a budget and see what he can do.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Because this is obviously low budget. Dude, all the money went to Sean William Scott and Ethan Suplee, and I saw a severed head effect in there that was like, oh, that's a good severed head. It really was. And I'm like, so I feel like most of the money went to the actors, the couple of actors, and other than that, it's your typical, oh, okay, we're shooting in the woods. Because I do roll my eyes a little bit when I see any movie. It's okay, we're doing this because that's like every indie movie because it makes sense.
No, I get it. I get it.
It's cheap.
Yeah.
But they had a great house. The house is really creepy. I'm glad we didn't spend the whole movie in the woods and we took it to that creepy ass like home, man, because it was really cool.
Yeah, very raw, very gritty, very fun.
Yeah, so my final ranking of it for Spirit, I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. Which is it's a fun time. And I don't think it's an insult. I think he would 100%, the filmmakers would 100% take it as a compliment when I say the movie's junk food. Because that's what they like and they were going for. This is not Shakespeare in Love. It's they just made a slasher that was heavily influenced by like a few of their favorite slashers. So yeah, total junk food in the best possible way. I'd say it's a total watch. Todd seems for Todd it's a buy. For me, it's a watch.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up.
But if you got a Shudder subscription, I'm sure it's gonna end up there fairly soon.
But
because it's in theaters in 2 days on March 6th.
I say go to the theater, support it though. I mean, I like these indie films getting into theaters.
If your city has been selected, because this is not a wide release, there's no way.
I don't know. I'll have to go. I think it is quite a bit of theaters, I believe.
Is it VOD simultaneously? It might be one of those VOD.
I don't think so. No, this went through the festival circuit, I think, last year. And then I think it's pretty wide, I believe.
Yeah. I you know what though? I could easily pass off someone like Sean William Scott, just kind of like, okay, he's doing this one for a paycheck, but he was technically a producer on it. The producer were the two main actually all the main actors. And that might have just been part of the deal to get him on, like, whatever. Probably maybe he didn't really do anything to be a producer. But yeah, Ethan Suplee, him and our lead female, they were the co-producers. So
another cool thing about this, before we wrap up, I was on Instagram looking at directors Rod Blackhurst. He was doing a Q&A, I believe, and the person who was showing the film was Fred Durst. He was introducing the film.
Hell yeah.
And I sent that to you. He was pretty excited about that. I was like, wow, Fred Durst was like pumping up this film. That's pretty cool. So
is this what racing means by new horror commentaries? And we need some new horror commentaries. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's a good time, and definitely support it. It's good for horror no matter what. And the fact that it's showing in any theaters is good. Go support it. If you absolutely can't, I'm sure it's going to be on Shudder before too long. And check it out that way. So great. Silhouette, what's up, brother? Thank you for the tip. Jolene.
Thank you, Silhouette.
Yeah, wrong Dolly, man. You know what? When I think of Jolene's song, oddly enough, you know what I think about? I think about that episode of Ghost Adventures where they go to that like Grand Ole Opry, that place in like in Nashville that haunted like a saloon or whatever, and it's something Jolene. I don't know if like the jukebox would play Jolene, or there was some like tie into the Jolene song, and it was always really super creepy, man. Guys, the rest of this episode we can talk about whatever you want. There's really nothing on the table, but I'll tell you guys what I've been into. I haven't been into paranormal deep dives in a minute, but I love my paranormal because it got a little saturated for a while. It's like, okay, everybody's doing paranormal podcasts.
2010, 20.
And everybody, we had a million different shows, like I said, Ghost Adventures and whatnot. And
Ghost Hunters.
But I listened to a podcast, and I already knew a little bit about it, but I went to a deep dive podcast about Lizzie Borden. And I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, okay.
And I was getting into it again, like, all right, like different theories and stuff that I hadn't heard before. I'm like, all right. And I was really enjoying it, and it had me going down the rabbit hole of Lizzie Borden, and then watching videos of people going to the Lizzie Borden house, which of course now you can Airbnb it.
Yeah.
And it's either an Airbnb or just straight up bread and breakfast. But it's somewhat small house. I mean, the Bordens were affluent people, so small to us today was really big back then because the house is 3 floors.
Mm-hmm.
But so it wasn't small for back then. But like, God, it just makes me wish. I wish Todd and I had the means to do that. Like not like ghost adventures, but I would love to go stay in some of these places just for fun.
You say that because I've been trying to talk my wife into going to the Villisca house, and this was like when we first started dating, and then like a couple years later, I'm just like, we watch all these ghost shows, and then it started freaking me out. Like I don't want these things like spirits like following me home, that sort of thing.
Stop, Todd. Stop running. Stop running. Stop running.
Stop running.
No. I'm the same way. I firmly believe in the paranormal.
Yeah,
and I believe we should not meddle, but it's so interesting. Like
it is very interesting.
Like I wish I could be a Ghostbuster in real life. Like it's so cool. But yeah, I really don't think we should meddle. But deep down, I wish if I knew the juju wouldn't follow us home. Yeah, I would love to stay at. I would love to go to Gettysburg. I want to go to Salem. I want to go see all those cheesy haunts, dude. I want to stay at the Villisca house. I want to stay at Lizzie Borden's house. H.H. Holmes and all that shit is fascinating to me. And there was some of that stuff. Europe is loaded with that stuff.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I wanted to go to like in Edinburgh. There's like a really famous. I think they did that on Ghost Adventures too, where they went through the tunnels and they had the doll that moved by itself on the camera. But people come out of that tour and they got scratches all over their body. I'm like, maybe it's like a haunted house and they have like teenagers volunteering their time to scratch you in the dark. I don't know, but I can't bring myself to do it though.
Well, speaking of Ghost Adventures, we did go to Goldfield down in Arizona where they had Ghost Adventures, right?
Yeah, Ghost Adventures Goldfield. Yeah, because the saloon is supposed to be haunted, and there's at different places and that all the different establishments are supposed to be haunted in there. And we went during the day. We didn't really get to explore like that, but I want to. We should go back. We should go back. We went during the peak of summer when it's like dead.
Yeah.
Nobody is fucking coming to Arizona in the peak of summer for tourism. It's just way too freaking hot. But dude, it'd be really cool. And it's insufferable to me too. I would like to go like in the fall or the winter. It'd be so cool.
That was a story where the bartender put a gun in Aaron's face and took a picture.
And I've got the picture. Yeah, he's like, he's got the fucking revolver on my face, dude. Yeah. But yeah, I would love to do stuff like that. I think that'd be so much fun. And so do you think, so where do you draw the line? Because part of the allure going to Goldfield is it's a haunted ghost town. Is that not letting
spending the night? Like I guess something like that is fine
in enclosed spaces.
Yeah, and like I would never like touch a Ouija board.
No, I would never.
Yeah, guys, I wouldn't do that stuff.
My mom told me a story about a Ouija board that just put the fear of God into me. And she said that her and her friends were messing with a Ouija board one time, and the room, she swears the room was like inhabited, and she said the board, it was her and my dad's mom, they were actually playing with the Ouija board, and when they were asking it a question, they said the board flew. It whipped up and flew.
That's
which
crazy.
sounds pretty radical, but like I believe in that stuff. And my brother Andrew, aka Dr. Sleaze, I always call him Dr. Sleaze even though that's like way old. You guys don't know Dr. Sleaze. He told me a story. He's like, yeah, he had an apartment, and there was a point where I went over to his apartment and he never went into his room. His room just became like storage and just trash in there, dude. And I was like, why aren't you sleeping in here? He's like, oh, I don't. He's like, I brought a Ouija board in there. And he says he brought a Ouija board in there with a girl that brought one over, and he swears to God it's haunted. He's like, it's fucking weird in that room now. And it's like, I don't go in that room.
Oh, Jesus.
And yeah, I think you invite stuff in, and I don't think you need a Ouija board for that. I think anything can be like, because who's it, Parker Brothers that has the Ouija board?
Yeah.
I feel like that's just the doorway of choice that people create. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure we could draw on paper our own Ouija board. Zach Baggins, his Ouija board is just to call him out. Are you guys scared? Yeah. Are you guys scared of me? You don't like me being here?
You want to scratch Aaron? Come scratch me.
Yeah, you want to scratch Aaron. Oh, hold on. John, sorry, brother, your comment's been up for a minute. He's asking, in your opinion, what's the best time to live stream? Love the Day of the Dead shirt. You got some
Oh,
Day of the Dead shirt prop from Robert too.
oh, thanks,
Right.
man. Appreciate it. Yeah,
Uh,
this is the one I used to wear to high school. I found somebody selling it on, I don't know what website it was, but this was the exact same one. But this was blue, baby blue here too, which I
I'm.
still have that shirt. But
Am I wearing it in the members only video where I'm playing Slayer Spirit in
yes,
Black? I
yes,
was
I still
wearing.
have it. I still own it. I'm gonna get it to my kids someday.
What
So
if
it
your
doesn't
kid
fit me.
hates? What if your kid hates horror movies?
My youngest doesn't. He's
Okay.
obsessed with scary movies.
Oh, that's cool. So best time to live stream. Well, we I don't know what the absolute best time to live stream is. I mean, obviously, most people on YouTube are not careers, so they can't just do it anytime. A lot of people
Mhm.
have day jobs or night jobs. We do our best to look at our analytics, which, John, you're a YouTuber, so you can look at your analytics and you can see where your audience is mostly watching, and they'll kind of give you estimations on the best times to do that stuff. And and it takes a little bit of trial and error. And honestly, I mean, I don't know if we do it at the best times or not, but for us, we do them at the times we do them at a necessity. Like, this is a weekday, so I can't do them super late because I have to get up. And that,
Mhm.
and it might have been Todd that actually set these when he was working a traditional job. But whatever. So we do that, and then Friday we can stay up a little later. So we go a little later, and we just like to see where at. Sometimes Wednesdays do better than Fridays.
Mhm.
you know and
Yep.
I don't even know if it's about the. And then sometimes when we go extra long, that's where we do the better numbers, like when we start
Yes.
hitting 3 hours.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if that's because we've been on for a long time and the
Mhm.
algorithms start pushing people that have been baked in for, they've been going for a few hours, or if we've crossed over into a new time block that's popular. I have no idea, dude. YouTube is a mystery.
Well, I think there's a feature in the on the YouTube page where you can pick like so when somebody else's show ends, yours just picks up, you know, after their show.
Mm.
So take a look at that, John. But yeah, you got to be on a strict schedule too. Like we do it every Wednesday and Friday.
That's the
So
most important thing,
yeah,
is
yeah.
like, is just be regular with it. you know
Because then your audience will know when you're going to be on. So
Yeah, there's lots of shit. There's a reason why the most popular day to drop a new podcast is Monday, because it's the
yeah.
first day back at work.
Hmm.
Everybody's like got to ease into the new week. The weekend, they got the weekend being over blues, and for me, it gives me something to look forward to on a Monday. It helps ease the pain of it. So
Absolutely.
there's just something to it. Silhouette ghost videos, but fake it to the most extreme. Fishing string and CG bedsheet ghosts. Thank you again for the tip.
Thanks for the
Yeah,
super chat, man.
dude. I love it. It'd be fun to even do like a parody, dude. Like not even like be bashful about it. Like just make fun of Ghost Adventures. It'd be
Well,
great.
well, we can show our ghost movie that we made, right? The
Oh
Lonely
yeah,
Ghost.
which I never uploaded. I think we need to upload that Lonely Ghost video to Patreon.
Oh god, it's terrible.
Yeah, the trailer's better than the actual movie.
Yeah.
John says, I don't believe in ghosts, but I think they're really interesting. Ever seen Carnival of Souls?
Mhm.
I know the Kiss album it's a big influence on Night of the Living Dead, and it's my favorite ghost movie.
It's a great movie. I love Carnival of Souls.
I don't know, man. Like, I mean, people can believe in whatever they want to believe, but if somebody believes in aliens, I don't know why ghosts can't be real. And I'm not saying you believe in aliens, but I'm like David Duchovny, dude. I want to believe. Well,
Yeah.
he was a skeptic that wanted to believe, but like, okay, I'm more like Leonard Nimoy. Like, it's out there. Somebody's out there.
Hmm.
I I believe it, dude. The universe is so big, and I'm not even like, how do we know that aliens and ghosts are not one and the same fiber? I don't know. We don't know anything. I like the idea of
Life after death.
oh, I love the idea of life after death because I don't want to go, dude.
Mhm.
I want to exist. I want my spirit to carry on, dude. I want to be like that new meme that's going around. I want to ascend to the heavens to return to innocence, dude, by
Oh,
Enigma. And I want my spirit to be just floating around and perpetually listening to Return to
like Scott
Innocence.
Bakula, my body is ready. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to live like that all the time. And I don't necessarily want to call. I like the idea of it being paranormal, and like, we don't know what it is. I don't want to say it's one thing or another. I don't want to say a ghost is what we think it is. I mean, I kind of believe in everything, because if you guys go down those paths ever, it's like if you watch those shows, there's always two different types of spirits. There's the residual spirits.
Hmm.
That's the one that play like a movie. And
Yeah.
then there's the ones that are intelligent that can call and response and touch and knock and all that stuff and actually communicate with you. Those could be two different things in general. But they're still two different things that fall under we don't know what they are and they're paranormal, but they might have no relation to each other. Like I like the theory that the residual stuff is just energy. And it's almost like camera technology. They actually, I think it was somebody on, it might have been Ghost Adventures or another podcast to listen to, but they kind of like gave their theory of it well, or maybe they were talking to an expert when they were in those mines or like that Edinburgh. They were talking about, well, these walls are filled with this mineral. And they were talking about the science of photography. He's like, it's literally bouncing off this stuff. It's stored energy, and we're getting like live action movies playing of it. And it's all fascinating, man. That would actually make me feel better. Like I wish I knew, like, oh, okay. If the Lizzie Borden house, which is supposed to be really haunted by both the dad and Abby Borden, the mom, and a couple of kids that died next door that were part of the Borden family 50 years before. They were drowned by their mother
Yeah.
in a like not a well, but something. Postpartum is a bitch. But they if I knew for a fact, like, oh, they're just residual spirits. And I knew if we had the science to be able to debunk that, okay, this is not even a spirit. It's just stored energy and you're seeing replays. I would love that because I would go like, all right, fuck, I'm in.
Well, I believe in residual hauntings. I think that makes sense. Like somebody died tragically, but I also believe that after a person dies, their energy, their spirit stays around for a few weeks. Like, I have a few people that died in my family, my mom, my grandfather, stuff like that. Like I felt their presence for a few weeks, and like weird, like I wouldn't say like scary stuff happened, but just things that are out of the ordinary happened for me. And after a few weeks, it was gone, that sort of thing. So I think that there is something out there.
Okay, so when my dad died, when my dad died, well, actually, when my sister died first, because my little sister and my dad passed away like a year apart. My little sister was 3. She was diagnosed with a cancer when she was 2, and she had her birthday in the hospital. She, fought it for a few months or whatever, and she passed away. And she would always sleep with she was sick. She would hang out with my parents in her room, stay in their bed, watch movies with them. They really babied her, which is understandable. And when she passed away, my mom, for some reason, did not want to go in the closet. Not that she was scared. I don't know what my mom's beliefs are 100% about it. Like, because I kind of believe that it's totally possible that the stuff we hear is not good. Maybe it's neutral. Like I kind of believe in both. I believe in the energy, the residual, and I believe in the stuff that's intelligent, not good.
Yeah, no, I believe in that.
Good.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like, maybe I'm old school, but I like to think that like when you die and you move on, and whatever's lingering around here is trying to trick you. It's like when you watch was it James Edwards back in the day, or what was his name? Like what were those two psychics? There was James Van Prague and the Edwards guy. God, what was his name?
I don't remember them.
Chris Edwards. I think it was
Chris Edwards. Yeah, Chris Edwards.
Chris Edwards, and there was like a bootleg after hours guy named James Van Prague, and they had the psychic shows. When those guys are total grifters and they're pulling tricks on you, or if they really are talking to people, maybe they really do have a gift, but I don't know if they're talking to the people they think they are. Like, because if I was a bad actor, a bad spirit, why would I not fuck with Chris Edwards and be like, hey, yeah, I'm this guy's uncle he's talking about. Yeah. Like, let's get him. Like, okay, I'm talking to him. Like, why could I not lie?
Yeah.
And anyway, when my sister passed away at 3, my mom's bedroom closet, she heard a lot of rustling around in there every night. And which I wouldn't think she would, like I said, care about, because maybe that would be comforting to her. I don't know. But one day, she went into the closet, and as she opened, it was Christmas time, so she would keep Christmas presents in her closet. She went to go open the closet, and as she opened the closet, a present dropped out of thin air, as if it was like a little kid, like shaking the presents.
Wow.
And that's what she says. I mean, I didn't see this, but and she says ever since then, she never slept in her room again. She slept on the couch
Mm.
while she's at that house. Because and I'm like, it was weird to me that she was scared of that. But but you might not think that stuff's good. And also, when my dad passed away, because they used to watch Ghost Adventures and stuff too.
Yeah, yeah.
When my dad was sick, he told my mom, "I'll flicker the lights for you.
Mhm.
Like, I'll let you know. I'll flicker the lights for you."
Yeah.
And yeah, after my dad died, the light would flicker in the room he died in.
Mm.
Now, maybe that's like an energy current.
Yeah.
Because like who knows?
Mhm.
But that stuff is it's interesting
It's
discussion.
fascinating. I always listen to Art Bill, Ghost to Coast, Ghost to Ghost. He did the Coast to Coast and the Ghost to Ghost. And every time I go to bed, I would pop that on and listen to the old ghost stories. I loved them.
I knew a guy who claimed to have used the Ouija board. He said he threw it in the fire and it screamed, and the Ouija board screamed.
Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy, man. Yeah,
The
I don't
thing
mess
is,
with that.
the thing is even if half the people are lying, I love the stories that come from
Oh,
this shit.
yeah, man. Absolutely.
Silhouette, thank you again, brother. You're the best. He says, I need a Day of the Dead 2 Contagium Thermos, old zombie infected soup and all, and bring it to a furry convention. Start the party. Jeez. No,
Oh,
we don't need Day of the Dead 2 Contagium anything.
no.
We could do an experiment. We can kickstart that. We'll see how many backers we get. It'd be just you. Hey, what's up, Hess De Niro? Ghosts are 100% real. Tell us your stories, bro.
Yeah, let's hear them. Let's hear ghost stories, everybody.
Throw a story in the chat, and we can talk. Maybe this is what we're going to talk about. Scott Walker, how you doing, man? We're doing fantastic. We started off the stream doing a review of Dolly, the new movie from IFC Shutter, in theaters on March 6th. And now I guess we're just kind of free balling it, man. We're talking ghost stories. Silhouette says aliens are real for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
And the fact that now we basically have like proof in the government that, like I said, even if it's not aliens, we have proof that UFOs and all this kind of stuff that we can't crack. The fact that this stuff exists, nobody gives a shit. That's how like numb the whole world is.
There's too much going on.
There's too much information.
Yeah.
We're in the information superhighway.
Yeah.
We literally had like congressional hearings where people like testifying about UFOs and shit. And it's like, nobody cares.
Yeah.
It blows me. Are we really going to have Bill Pullman coming out? We will not go softly in the night or whatever he says. And is it going to come down to that?
Oh God. That'd be nice though.
Something science can never explain. I think, okay, I'm going to wax philosophical. Obviously God gave us science. I don't understand the arguments that much between religion and science. I think they can coexist. If you believe in one, not the other, that's totally cool. But like, if you believe in a creator, there's going to be things that we can't fathom with the knowledge of the creator. So like everybody's got to solve everything with logic. That's everybody's thing, is like, well, we can't explain this, so we don't believe it. We're debunking it. And I'm like, but if you believe in an all powerful creator, we can't fathom what they can fathom. I feel like if you're on a God's plane, the logic is just different. I feel like we can't solve it with our logic. I feel like if you were on God's plane, 1 + 1 suddenly could equal 3, and it make total sense. Here, it's like logic debunks that right away. Like, no, you moron. 1 + 1 = 2. Here's how. Here's why. Done. And you're never going to convince anybody that 1 + 1 = 3. But what if it makes sense on that plane? You know, what if it's just totally different? It's like our brains are wired a certain
pen
way.
that I'm holding in my hand is
the pen is blue. Not Jim Carrey's going to come get you. A French awards ceremony. Jim Carrey is going to get you. If you guys believe in reincarnation, what animal would you want to come back as between an orca, a bear, or a wolf? You mean like an animality, dude? Mortal Kombat 3? It's my animality. So you're only giving
question,
but you're giving us a choice between an orca, a bear, a wolf. I can't like have my own thing.
Well, we know Scott likes orcas, so we'll probably pick orca, right?
Man, bear, pig, orca. I guess I want to. Well, okay, I'm going to pick orca. You know why? Because that's my only opportunity to own the sea. Because I feel like people don't belong in the water. That's where we are the weakest link. We don't need to go in the water. There's all kinds of shit that'll kill us in the water, and we just don't belong there. But if I could be an orca, then I could see Atlantis, bro.
I don't want to do any of those. I want to be patient zero of the zombie outbreak. That would be my one that I would pick.
Hess has saying he's heard ghosts and he's seen UFOs 100%. Well,
Mm,
tell us your
nice.
stories, man. I've
Yeah,
seen weird stuff in the sky too. I mean, it's kind of hard to not.
especially where you're living. I'm sure you see tons of shit.
Yeah, well, and the Arizona, like the lights or whatever that Kurt Russell
The
reported,
Phoenix ones
the
back
Phoenix
in
lights,
'97, I think, right?
and Kurt Russell was the one that reported those famously
Yeah,
because he was
yeah.
flying his plane. He said, "Yeah, I'm the one that actually called those in." And but like we saw something that was crazy last year. It's like, what the fuck? It was, but it turned out to be the Rocket Man. Like there's like that Rocket Man going all over the place,
Oh yeah.
and then there's like Tesla launches and shit. So we see all kinds of crazy stuff. And these days, who knows what they are? Like, I mean, more or less, I can just be like, well, it's fucking Elon, or I don't know, because we're close enough to California to where we can see that shit. But anyway, I'd be interested to hear your story. I've heard ghosts, dude. I've heard ghosts. I've seen ghosts. I've seen all kinds of shit. And you know what's weird? The older I get, that stuff just goes away. I don't know what it is about that,
Yeah.
you know. And it does have you playing with your brain. Like, is the world gaslighting me? Because like, why have I not had these experiences as an older guy?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what it is. I do believe when you're a kid and you're younger, I think there's something about. I don't think that stuff exposes itself to everybody.
No, I don't either.
A skeptic's always going to be a skeptic, no matter what you show them.
There's some gifted people that can see things. I know that.
And I think when you're like younger and you maybe have an open mind, or you definitely or do believe in something, I don't know, man. But yeah, and also maybe it's around the negative. I used to be around a lot of negative energy when I was a kid, surrounding by all these stories.
Mhm.
And I actually had a theory to this. Every time we lived in a haunted house, my dad was in the picture.
Huh.
And every time we didn't, my dad wasn't in the picture.
So
Like
you think he was messing around with some of that?
but I literally think demons followed him. Like
Oh, okay.
he was just bad energy. So was his mom, his mom and my dad. And but whenever the happiest times of my life were the few years I got to off and on stay with my mother's parents. Good Christian folk, whatever. They didn't let me play Mortal Kombat. I had to sneak it in there, so I couldn't watch Beavis Butthead. I had to keep it like really late at night in the basement. But dude, I mean, like there was none of that stuff going on. But any house that we had some whack stuff happening, it was always associated with my grandmother or my dad on his side. So I think it was. I think this kind of energy latches on to certain people. And maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I haven't had many of those experiences since I've been an adult, because I moved out of the house and then my dad died.
Yeah.
There was a brief time, and when my dad died, I moved back in with my mom to help her with pick up the pieces, make the arrangements, and deal with the insurance in the wake of that, and help like rear the children. I fucking had, and I help her with the bills, and she let me stay in the room she was too scared to stay in.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I would hear shit. I would lay in bed and I would hear stuff in the closet. And it was stuff you'd never hear before. It wasn't just like creaky house. It wasn't that kind of house. It was like literally somebody is rustling around in that fucking closet.
That's creepier than hell, man.
I mean, a skeptic will be like, well, you have a rat. I'm like, I don't know, man. There ain't no rats in this house. And this didn't sound like a rat, dude. But there was something, and my mom was deathly scared of that closet. So, but again, that's the house my dad in. That was the room my dad died in. So who knows? Science is only based on human perception of reality. We don't fully understand it. Absolutely, man. Scott says I had a magnificent pit bull years ago, and he was a great dog, but he died of, remember how I told you, and he died of fart cancer. I do believe he's a ghost, and he was watching me over. You mean heart cancer? I mean fart cancer.
I don't know, but it's funny he brings that up with the animals passing too, because after my dog died last year, she had like bad arthritis in her legs. So every time she would walk down the hallway, you hear her cracking, dude. We used to like call her like Cracky. Hey, Cracky, and Even after she died, we heard cracking up and down the hallways where she used to walk, dude. It was weird, dude.
And
For like a month, and then it was gone.
that's yeah, to feed your theory of
Yeah,
energy lingers.
yeah,
Yeah, and so I could buy where there's energy that's caused because some people, I think old school like religious people are gonna be like the old school mentality is like animals don't have souls, and I'm like, yeah, but how could you say a dog doesn't have a?
yeah.
Because
They're
it's like,
smart, man.
yeah, there's animals that are really smart. I'm just like, they at least leave energy behind. But yeah, man, like, dude, some dogs and animals, it's just like, is there not room in quote unquote heaven for animals? Like, why would the door be closed on that? Like my dog is super compassionate. My
Mhm,
dog snuggles up to me. When you're sick, he will lay in bed with you all day
mhm.
and he won't leave your side. Dude, when my wife wakes me up in the morning to help her she wakes me up at like 6 o'clock, 6:30 to help her get the kid ready for whatever for school.
Yeah.
And every morning, as she's kind of waking me up, the dog jumps on me like, don't wake daddy. Like, don't wake dad. He jumps over my legs. He'll even kind of give her a growl. "Rrr, don't do it. Like daddy's sleeping. He doesn't get up till 8. And it's
A
so
good
funny.
dog, dude.
Yeah, he's like, this is daddy's sleep time. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And his favorite thing in the world is to be in bed with me. And then
Huh.
as soon as I get him ready, and usually I'll go back and lay down for like another 30, 45 minutes or an hour. He loves it. He's like, come on, we go back to bed, dad. Yeah, right. We get the whole bed to ourselves, dad. Great. I love it, man. So it's like
That's
how
great. No, I totally get it,
they have
man.
more heart than a lot of people do.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see here. John says, I believe in God, and that's about it. There could be aliens, but I strongly doubt they came here to probe farmers. The universe is huge. Who knows? I don't believe they visited Earth if they're real. The universe is just too big, dude.
Yeah,
And
who knows?
another thing, we're getting philosophical on this podcast.
Sorry, guys.
I believe in God too. I consider myself definitely of the Christian faith, but I definitely disagree with someone like my grandfather. My grandfather's a deacon of his church. He went to Bible college. He's real old fashioned and he's super knowledgeable
Mhm,
about the Bible. Like, don't do trivia with him
mhm.
because he will destroy you. Um, but he's definitely old school in the sense that, yeah, like we're probably the only people here in the universe. But I'm like, just because he believes if everything that we know is in scripture. And there's no aliens in scripture, so it doesn't. And I'm thinking, why are we on a need to know basis?
Yeah.
Like, how do we know that? Why did why did God maybe just didn't tell us about that? How do we know there's not other civilizations in galaxies we can't reach? Because we know this stuff exists. We know we're not the only galaxy. The universe is vast, and we obviously can't leave our galaxy. How do we know there's not like other Earths planted in other parts of the universe that are
Mm,
parallel to us? And they have Dead Sea Scrolls and they found their scripture and their way. And, they know what they need to know. Right. I like to think that once we die and we transcend, we learn everything. Like, oh, yeah, like you're just Earth number 57 million. Wouldn't that be nuts, dude?
I always found parallel universes so interesting. That's why I always love that show, Man in the High Castle, where they had a parallel universe with
As
uh
if they won the war,
they
we
won the
lost the war.
world. Yeah, well, World War II. It's very fascinating, the parallel universe stuff.
I think string theory is interesting too. I'm not even talking about like parallel universes when I'm talking about this. I'm literally talking about
Yeah.
coexisting,
Yeah, sure.
parallel dimension. I'm talking about coexisting, like because there are places we can't reach and we know they're there.
Mhm.
Like, are we really so conceited to think that it's all here? I think because I would think everything serves a purpose. Even on Earth, man, the most lowly of shitty insects that you think are nothing but trouble, they play a part in the ecosystem.
Oh,
And they
absolutely.
serve a purpose. So I don't think all this amazing stuff above us is for naught. It has to mean something.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't know why we don't explore it more. It's like we went to fucking the moon, back in the Russian space race and we never went back. Why? Isn't that weird?
Or have we
Why?
or
Or have we went? Are you one of those people who's like,
yes.
oh,
Or have we went? Yes.
yeah. But I'm saying, isn't it
You
weird?
never know.
Why
Yeah,
wouldn't we
no, it
go
is.
back?
Yeah.
But I think you can literally look at pictures, like, they have those like satellite pictures. You can literally see the stuff there.
Yeah.
I think you can literally see the footprints. You can literally see like the stuff. I mean, I'm not going to go full like bore on the conspiracy of that, but I do wonder, it's like, why have we not been back? Why?
Who knows?
It's just weird to me. Let's see here. 3 weeks after my pit passed, I saw his shadow on my dad's wall, and another time I heard him going down my dad's hallway.
Yeah.
R.I.P. man.
Yeah,
Losing a
man.
dog's hard. I know I'm not gonna like it when my dog has his time, man.
It's tough.
John Wakefield. Oh, sorry, we already read that. Thank you, but he died in 2011. Okay, well,
Mm.
forget him. No, I'm just kidding. No, you never forget though, dude.
No,
You
we
know?
have ours in a little urn in our living
Oh
room.
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I have pictures framed of my dog on the wall, dude. You know,
Mhm.
I'll literally commission a painting of my dog, dude. All proper.
You should
I
get
I
one of those, T-shirts that have your dog's face on it, dude, and wear that around.
I will. Why
Yeah,
not? I'll
yeah.
I'll get a T-shirt or a photoshopped image where he's got my body in his head walking me with my head on and me shitting in the lawn, dude. That's a great idea. I should sell that
Oh,
shirt.
hey, there you go.
Silhouette. You had a dachshund named Gracie.
Mhm.
Yeah. I have a couple. See, Hess says I have to take a couple other people to see Dolly again. It was an extremely fun roller coaster ride. See,
Yes.
it was fun, man. It was really, really fun. And in my review, I basically said I think it's a compliment, but it's total junk food. And I think the director would
Yeah.
take that as a complete compliment because I don't think he was trying to make The English Patient. He
No.
was trying to make just a fun,
Fun slasher movie.
brisk 80-minute slasher movie where you want to see brutality and you want to see a mass killer. Scott Silhouette, my pit bull died of throat goes.
Oh.
Sorry, man.
Mm.
I bet your pit had a great smile. They all do.
Yep.
What's up? Weston? Sean Boyle.
Hey, Sean.
I'll call you
What's up, man?
Sean. I had sad to say I've never had a paranormal encounter experience, and me being Mr. Goth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I know,
surprised,
dude.
Sean.
There's something about it, and I don't want to complain that I don't really have those experiences anymore because I don't want to I don't know if I can have my cake and eat it too. Like I want to see him when I want to see him on my own terms, and I can leave. But yeah, man, maybe it's just because my life got healthier and the people that were poisonous in my life kind of all went away.
Mhm.
And I don't like I said, I think that stuff is attracted to energy. And dude, I lived with my dad during the darkest years and in high school where the abuse is at a high, dude. The drugs were at a
Mhm.
high. There was like every day for like 4 weeks, I would wake up in my bedroom and all the posters on my wall would be all mixed matched in different places. I had clip outs, cutouts, like
Mhm.
from magazines. My whole wall was like it was like wallpaper, just
Mm.
all over my walls, dude. And I'd wake up and they would be all in different spots. Like, what the fuck? And then and they would just switch again. They'd be just mismatched, and nobody was coming in my room in the middle of the night and doing this, like to the extent that it would have taken and not waking my ass up. Let me tell you, I used to wake up when my dad would tiptoe in my room to steal my shit to pawn for crack. Like,
Do you do you think that he was into, like, some of the demonic shit? Like,
we find out he's like, "What's your pleasure?" And he's like, "Got the box." And because
yeah.
you don't think like Spencer, the military guys into the occult or whatever, or
Yeah.
Uncle Frank, dude. They're all sitting
Uncle
there.
Frank.
They're
You
all
didn't
sitting there.
find any books in his room with the occult shit? And no?
I don't know. I think
Your mom never
my
mentioned that?
grandmother, his mother, it was her that her house was haunted in Tennessee, in Memphis, where her uncle haunted the house we were in.
Hmm.
And he wasn't malicious. He didn't do anything bad, but and it doesn't make sense. It was almost like it was residual, but he didn't die there.
Oh, okay.
This is not his house. This was
Hmm.
her house, and he wasn't even in this fucking city when he died, and but he was attached to her.
Mhm.
I think she literally just draw, and so did my dad, and I think they were literally haunted people.
Yeah.
Because I think people can be haunted. And
Oh,
so
absolutely.
every this is the guy that every day around the 9 o'clock news would walk from the back patio through the kitchen, through the living room, behind where everybody's watching TV, go down the main hall, and then go through the door at the end of the hall, which was my Aunt Christie's room. He would do that every night. That's
That's
what he would do.
creepy, dude.
And but my grandmother said one night she had a conversation with him. She's like, "Yeah." He's like, "He came and I sat on my bed at the end of my bed and I had a talk with my uncle." And she said she would do that. I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like you actually had a chat with your fucking dead uncle.
What did he say?
I don't know. I didn't. Why? That seems like the follow-up question I should have asked, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But I feel like it was like Ghostbusters 2, Judge the Hammer.
Yeah.
Maybe he's like, all I know is I spent last night in bed talking to Fielder LaGuardia. He's been dead for 36 years. Give me the Ghostbusters. The LaGuardia Airport guy. He's like, yeah, dude. And I don't know what it is, but there was something really creepy about the energy of both of them. And my grandmother, her houses were always so scary, and her bedrooms were always so scary. And it's just like the closer you got to her, you just felt the fucking And my dad was scary because he was, likely to fucking throw you down some stairs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think people are haunted, man. That's what I think. And like I said, my mom's parents are not haunted. They're good Christian folk, nicest people in the world. They do things for their community. Yeah, I hope to God they don't have like conjuring ghosts in their house, dude. My grandfather. Oh, go ahead.
Talking about this, I did go back and it was on one of the free cable network or free channels or whatever. I watched one of the original episodes of Ghost Hunters, and God, that show was never great, dude.
Ghost Adventures is way better.
Yeah, because Ghost Hunters was so cheap, dude. They were actually like plumbers and shit like that. That they created taps or whatever, their own ghost hunting team, and they never found anything. I don't think.
But dude, there is no like degree for being a ghost hunter. They're all something else before they decided.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not like a respected field. Zach Bagans, they were filmmakers. They made a film.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
They literally just made a documentary, and it was about a haunting, and then it launched a whole career. Like, okay, I guess we're ghost hunters now. Yeah, it's not like, oh, those fucking plumbers, man, they're not legit. They don't have a degree.
Professional ghost hunters.
Yeah, you just kind of like do it. You just kind of do it. And see, my grandfather died from a heart attack and emphysema, and a year after he died, I saw his ghostly shadow on my grandmother's wall next to the bedroom door.
That's creepy, man.
Hess, if it's a spirit in your house, it's not your loved one, it's a demon. I agree.
That could be, man. There's a lot of dark spirits out there, I'm sure.
And I also do like the theory too. I'm like, I'm not gonna pretend like I know, because all we're doing is like just maybes. Like, yeah, that's a fun theory.
Yeah.
Another fun theory is string theory, and we are kind of bleeding together with other dimensions, like other like parallel universes. And how do we know that, like, when we're seeing a ghost on their side of it, they're seeing us as a spirit and energy? You know what I mean? In their real world.
Yeah.
Like, what if like in the parallel dimension right here, what if there's like a big hospital where my property sits, and I'm the asshole that's like, we see a guy every night with a backwards ball cap shouting into what looks like a microphone. We have reports that he's scaring the patrons. He's coughing. He must have died. He must have died and hacked him a lung. I was coughing the other day. Like, we saw him pass out on what looked like a desk. I think that's how he died.
Oh,
but that's always a fun theory to me.
Yeah.
And there's the other theory too, where some people believe quote unquote ghosts are us from the future, time traveling. That's also a fun theory too. Or I've heard the same thing about aliens. Aliens are us from the future.
Every time at 4 p.m., the man would go to his bathroom and take a huge shit.
Yes. Get these demons out of me. What, Scott Walker? What are you talking about? I don't know. What are you talking about? Hold on. I would have put that house up for sale. I'm telling you, man, every house was tolerable except for my dad's mom's houses, especially the house I've talked about in the past. That you're talking about, that Tennessee house, dude, that was nothing. And a lot of you guys are newer, so you've never heard me talk about these stories, but she had a house in Kentucky that even in the mid 90s, it was 50 plus years old. So that house is like 80 something years old now. And Google Earth, it's still up. I don't know, but it's really old. And that house was just all kinds of dark energy, man. Just lots of shit. Because usually stuff is kind of limited to like a space. Like, oh, that room, don't go in there. Or this happens over here, don't go in there. The whole house, dude. It was like, even on the middle ground, the basement especially, and the attic, it was just terrible. You know, the basement, this little girl, the spirit of this little girl was she would live in the storage cubby hole in this basement where my gramps kept his tools, and my bed was underneath the stairs. You know, I'd look up and I'd see the stairs going up, and at my what would that be? What, 1 o'clock? or yeah, whatever. That's where the cubbyhole was next to the stairs. I would listen to this fucking chick rummage around with the tools and stuff, and then make her way out of the cubbyhole and go up the stairs over my head every night. And we'd hear her in that cubbyhole, and she would literally sing to herself, like straight out of a horror movie. We'd hear the
Wow.
voice of a little girl sing like her ABCs, her 1, 2, 3s, and nursery rhymes. It was fucking nightmare fuel.
Oh,
And
gee.
then I'm facing away from it, like she's like right here, and
Mhm.
I'm like, and like I said, she would go up the stairs, and I'd hear it. I'm like, la 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 la
Oh, you
la
have to,
la
yeah.
la 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 la. And
Yeah.
then the person sitting across from me who had the actual vantage point was my mom, and she purposely put me away from being able to see what was going on. And and then in the attic where my grandmother had converted her bedroom, really creeped me out, dude. She would make me the only times I had to go up there is whenever she'd buy groceries. She would keep some things upstairs, and she would make me run groceries up to her room, and I could not get out of there fast enough, dude. It just made you feel suffocated. It made you like literally eyes are watching you all over this attic. It feels weird. I mean, people have that sense about them when you know you're feeling like you're being watched.
All the time.
And this attic overlooked her backyard, and in the backyard was our bus stop. So every morning for school, we'd go into our backyard, and we'd wait for the bus. And I would look up, and just like Norman Bates' fucking mom in the window, I would see what I could have swore was a little girl holding open the curtain and looking down on us.
Mm.
Like fucking like it would be like, it was every fucking morning. It would be up there looking at us. And and I've told this story before, but I remember one day I was so scared of that. Actually, I didn't feel so scared. I was always like kind of happy to go to school. Like looking out of the window didn't feel as
Get out
bad.
of there, yeah.
It was better than being in the house. But anyway, one day we were outside in that same yard, kicking around a soccer ball, and my mom was at home, so we could be out. My grandmother had left to get groceries, and the fucking girl is up in that window looking down on us. You can literally, I'm like, fucking, I see eyes following us and everything. And my grandmother pulled in, and she had groceries, and I'm like, all right, this is my opportunity. She's gonna make me take certain things up there. I'm gonna go, even though like I know for a fact what's going on in the basement.
Mhm.
Maybe this is getting the better of me, and maybe there's something in her window that looks like that. It's fucking with me. Because I say I know what it looks like. I know what I see, but maybe I'll give it the benefit. And so I took some groceries up there. I ran up there and I looked in the window. There was the shades, the curtains were completely drawn closed. They were
Mhm.
closed. And there was nothing in around the window, no side table, no lamp, no nothing. It was 100% nothing in that window. It was just like a sheer. And then I went back downstairs, and again, yep, looking down at us. So I'm like, ah. And
Did
then
did you ever figure out who the girl was? Did you ever
yeah,
look into it?
in a way, yeah. So, and I'll get to that. So
Okay.
my little brothers at the time, uh, they were 3. I had twin brothers, I still do, and they were 3. They were toddlers, man, and
Mhm.
they used to run. You know how kids can be. They just chase each other up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs, running. It's like, God, will you guys fucking pick a floor and stay put? We were upstairs in the main floor wrapping presents, me and my mom, and my 2 twin brothers were chasing each other up and down the basement stairs, those basement stairs. And, they came back up, and then when one of them went to race back downstairs again, he shot up. He shot up like a bat out of hell. And this 3-year-old, mind you, we never told about this stuff. They didn't know anything about anything. Why would you tell a kid, right?
Yeah, freak him
Uh,
out.
yeah, so it's like he didn't know anything about it. He comes back up there white as a ghost, and in his like 3-year-old dialogue was just telling my mom out of breath, "There's a girl on the steps. There's a girl on the steps." I'm like, oh. So I just envisioned he ran down the stairs and he literally just saw the girl standing at the bottom of the fucking stairs, like, ah,
Oh,
ah. And
it's crazy how you see all that stuff when you're young, like you were saying earlier. It's weird how you kinda grow out of it.
my other favorite story with that is as my telling you, skeptics are always gonna be skeptics. My grandfather in that house was a total skeptic. You couldn't convince him, like, oh, it's this or that or this or that or this, that. And my grandmother loved it. That
Mm.
just goes to show she probably invited that shit. She's like, "Oh, yeah, I love it. That doesn't bother me at all. Doesn't bother me at all. Like, oh, she loved haunted movies. She loved all of it. Dude, she had a fucking room on the main floor. When you opened it, it was like, oh, the little footballs. It's like Finkel's Einhorn. You walk in, it is ground to ceiling marionette dolls.
Oh.
And I'm like, we do not go in this room. And you open it, it's like, and I don't know if that had anything to do with ghosts, but it was just scary as shit. Like, there's enough going on in this house.
Very topical for the movie.
There's enough going on in this house. I don't need this. And so we never went into that fucking room. We were and it was right next to our there's a movie room, like a guest room where it had a big console TV, and we usually watch rental movies in there. It was right across the hall from it. And like, you keep that fucking door closed. And but my grandfather, the skeptic, like my grandmother would literally be at the breakfast table talking about, oh, last night this happened. She might have even given it a name. I don't remember, and my grandfather just fucking didn't have it. He was a railroad cop. He literally had a trailer on the railroad. He had a gun and a badge, and he just worked the railroad. I don't know. He stopped drunk people from passing out on the tracks. I don't know what he does, but his job seemed pretty easy.
Stealing railroad spikes.
Yeah, stealing stuff like that. And anyway, one day, I remember because the same day, it was in the middle of the day, in the middle of the summer. In the main room, my grandmother had like not an entertainment shelf. It was like an ornamental big bookshelf that took up the broad side of the living room wall. And, she had different knickknacks and ornaments and stuff all over it. On one of these shelves, she had these ornamental miniature rocking chairs, wooden rocking chairs, just all sitting. Now, just to like debunk it, there's no doors open. There's no back door with a front door open, no draft coming through, none of that. And even if a draft was coming through, they're enclosed in a case. One day, all these fucking chairs in unison started rocking back and forth.
Oh,
broad daylight.
Creepy, dude.
Broad daylight.
That's creepy.
And this same day, my grandmother was making lunch, or my mom was making lunch, more like it. And my grandfather was downstairs in that cubbyhole, the cubbyhole. And because his workbench was in there, he'd go down there and get tools or whatever. And, it's like a little bitty, God, it couldn't have been any more than like 4 feet wide and 10 foot deep. And you turn, you walk down, it's just like a little storage cubby corner. And he had his bench at the end of the wall. And so he's at his bench, and to the left and right of him is fucking like cinder block. And behind it is cinder block. And he's at his workbench, and all of a sudden he feels something or someone run past him and knock him. Now, where did it come from? Because there's a wall here, a wall here, a wall there. Did it come through the wall? I don't know. But he comes upstairs. This is the skeptic, by the way.
Yeah.
He comes upstairs and he's like, were any of you kids just down there? And he was kind of a little bit like speechless. I'm like, no, we're up here eating sandwiches. We're up here watching the fucking rocking chairs put on a show, dude. And he was like, he told us what happened. And then my grandmother was just laughing, like, yeah, that's the fucking ghost you don't believe in. That's the little girl you don't believe in that lives in. It's like, God.
Did she get his attention after that, though?
No, because after even he's like, no. And then he like started backtracking, like, okay.
Oh, it was the wind.
What wind? You're in a cell. You're like basically in like a cell. Scott, a few years ago, me and my brother-in-law, we went on a ghost tour to a lunatic asylum. I was in the mall, and pushed me inside. I felt something push me down on my chest. Yeah, man. I felt those sensations too, man. Robert wants a chunky box. Bring it on. A chunky box of what? We're probably already past that. Sorry, guys. Chunky box of what? Probably Nickelodeon. Are You for the Dark?
Are You for the Dark? Yeah.
Scott, and when I went to a patient's room, I felt a burning pain in my back. And personally, I think I was possessed or a ghostly presence. Was it a doctor, a nurse, or a patient? I don't know, man. You sound like Robert Stack. Was it a doctor, or maybe a nurse, or a patient? We'll never know.
Speaking of burning, I have a little bit of burning during urination.
Gonorrhea.
Seinfeld, come on.
Yeah, Scott, I personally do believe Bigfoots are real. Every time I think a foot is shut and killed by a hunter, the government military come to take away the body and silence the hunter. Why? What would they have to gain by Bigfoots not existing and like silencing them?
I don't know, man.
Unless they were like lab experiments from the government that got loose, dude.
I like Bigfoot stories too, but how have they not found Bigfoot by now?
Loch Ness. I don't think Loch Ness is real, but I think Loch Ness hypothetically could be real. Like as far as like
Yeah, just a
because
prehistoric
uh
fish.
and the caverns of Loch Ness, there could easily be underwater caverns with air pockets and all kinds of stuff for it to survive if it needs air. So it's possible that maybe it did exist and now it doesn't exist, or it could have existed, or maybe there's many Loch Ness and maybe there's a few. I don't know. It's fun, theologically. Did you guys ever watch the documentary years ago called Mermaids, The Body Found? Oh, now we're
No.
getting crazy. You're a
Mm-mm.
mermaid, dude? Like
Mermaids.
a mermaid skeleton? What? Tell us about it. John, philosopher Immanuel Kant believed that it was impossible to understand the true nature of reality. I agree. Robert says God has to exist. Matter is not eternal, and by definition, nothing can't create something. Exactly, man. And I don't understand. It's like people can go off and on about like Big Bang Theory. I'm like, even if the Big Bang Theory's real, what created that initial piece of matter? And why can't they both be real? When God said, "Let there be light, let there be this," why is that not like the equivalent of the Big Bang? He snaps his fingers, and that's your Big Bang. The piece of matter explodes. Like why does one cancel out the other? I don't understand. It doesn't mean like he said, let there be this, let there be that, and it just appeared. Maybe it literally was, okay, I'm going to create this piece of matter and we're going to blow it up and it's going to cause all this stuff. And God created the earth in 6 days. How do we know that each day wasn't representing a larger period of time? The translations of the Bible are, to be questioned sometimes. So it's like you have the old Christians that are like, oh, the devil's put dinosaurs here to confuse us and to stray us off our path of the faith. And the earth is like 10,000 years old. My grandpa's one of those guys. Oh, because we were literally, he never shuts up about it. We were watching TV and it was like some ad. It was like an AI voice ad. And it was about something. And this AI voice said, it's believed to have been around for 65 million years. And he's like, yeah, right. Well, this product's baloney. Earth ain't been around no 65 million years. I'm like, all right, grandpa. He's like, you can never stay on fucking topic. It's always gonna be. I'm like, how do we know that the dinosaurs didn't live and exist in one of the days? You know what I mean? Hypothetically, they talk about the ice age. Like, what? I'm open-minded is all I'm saying.
Oh, absolutely. I am too.
Like, I don't think the devil put the dinosaur bones there to throw us off our test our faith. I don't know if God would do that to us. I think we have bones. I think the dinosaurs clearly existed.
I think they did exist, yeah.
And you know what? Maybe the Earth isn't 65 billion years. Maybe it's not 10,000 years old, but I believe it's old. You know what I mean? It's definitely not. I'm open-minded. I'm just open-minded. That's all I'm going to say. I got something to tell you. They never have been a documented case of a wild orca attacking a human in the wild. Never has been one.
Really? Maybe I'll have to Google that.
Would you guys be interested in going to the Patterson Gimlin film site location of the most famous Bigfoot footage of all time and do a live stream there? Hell yeah.
Yes.
Dude. I traveled to Scotland back in the day, and now I wish I could go back. I stayed in a village on Loch Ness. I would have done a podcast down there about Nessie, dude.
That would be sweet. Dude.
I would have done a podcast. I used to break in overnight into this castle that sat atop the loch, Urquhart Castle. And there was like a cove, like it sat on like an over thing that went over the bank. What do you call that? Like a little cove, like an inlet. And the castle would be on this land, and underneath this was like a little inlet cove where I sat, and you'd be on the banks of the water, and I would just like look out at night at the loch, and I'd hear out in the distance, you hear the wolves howl. They don't have coyotes there; they have wolves. And I wish I could have done like a podcast from Nessie from the castle.
Did you ever see any of the pictures of the Loch Ness monster?
Yeah, of course. And I
what
don't.
Was that?
Well, some people say it's like an optical illusion where it's like, oh, it's like a little toy or an inflatable, or
I got it right here.
Yeah, you could share it if you want. Why don't you share it?
I did.
Oh, it's so big. Okay, it's good. Yeah, I mean that could be an inner tube because it's like you perspective is everything here. Like that thing could be 4 foot tall, or it could be 100 foot tall. So
look at the neck on that though, man.
Yeah, I don't know if that's necessarily anything. But did you guys ever have that experience when you were a kid, when you're in the hallway and your mom's dad bedroom looks further and further away than normal at nighttime? No, that sounds like a night. Was that a nightmare? Oh, you said, or is that real? Like you keep running towards it, and the door gets further and further and further away,
Oh
dude.
yeah, that's definitely. Are you afraid of the dark or something?
Yes, I had two spirits saying things to me when I was laying down. I told them Jesus is my brother, and they left immediately and never returned in 19 years. There you go.
Wow.
Jesus is my brother, and God is the Father. Silhouette, Aaron might 100% dislike Penn Jillette's atheist stance that religion is founded in bigotry. I don't have an opinion, which I don't think makes any sense.
I got a lot of atheist friends. I don't care.
Hey, what's up, Robert the All-Knowing? We fixed. You're back.
Yes.
Yep. I'm glad you're back.
You've been back for a few weeks, man. I unblocked you a few weeks ago.
You blocked him?
Well, unblocked or whatever it was, because he was blocked on there.
Oh, well, we're glad you're back.
He?
I don't know. You did it. I didn't do anything. I just noticed he's back.
Yeah.
This is new to me.
Yeah.
But welcome back.
Yeah.
So, Robert, if you're all knowing, then you have to know, like, what's the deal with aliens? We're talking about ghosts and paranormal here. What's your take? Are they real? Are they not real? Deal or no deal? Bigotry comes from ignorance, not religion. I'm so used to ghosts, I can sleep comfortably around them now. There you go. You're like a Sixth Sense, dude. You're like Haley Joel Osment.
Heck yeah.
Scott says, I mean, my people died of throat cancer. This made me remember a ghost story, an awesome movie. Oh, the movie Ghost Story. With the guy from Nightmare on Elm Street 3. You know, the guy from that, and he's also in Body Double, right? That guy, that Ghost Story. It's an okay movie. What is that?
One of the famous pictures, ghost picture, the brown lady.
Go ahead and blow it up. Like, even if you have to cover us, like, can you like put it front and center?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it? I mean, I see how it looks like a lady.
I mean, the white mass. Yeah.
The white mass. Look up the picture of there's a picture of Lizzie Borden. Or no, I don't know if it's yeah, they say it's put us back on there.
I don't know how.
I don't know how. Todd, what are you doing? There you go.
Lizzie
So
Borden.
there's a picture they say is of Lizzie Borden. Maybe it could be the mom though, or the dad. Where I think it's like is there like a fireplace or something in the house, and you could see it like in the fire. Let's look it up. I heard about it.
Let me look.
Lizzie Borden fireplace. Lizzie Borden ghost photo. Lizzie Borden house, axe murder house photos. Hess. Non-human entities are definitely on Earth because I've seen them on 3 occasions. Do you believe in skinwalkers, bro?
Skinwalker Ranch, dude? No, that's in Utah,
do you believe in the Appalachian shit, dude?
What's that?
Oh, you've never been down the deep dive of the haunted Appalachians?
No.
Skinwalkers and all that shit that live there? Dude, there is
not Appalachia. Is that? No, dude, I haven't, I don't think.
There is a entire algorithm you could get put into by looking at this stuff. And there's all kinds of stuff, dude. And even on TikTok, there's algorithms of people like that live in the Appalachians, and they're like posting the shit they hear, and they're looking. There's like a whole lore behind it. Basically shapeshifters that try and get into your house, and you can't trust the shapeshifters that walk around at night. And there's like people that have videos of random people that are like, they look like normal people, but they're like zombied out, and they're walking in the woods in the middle of the fucking night.
Oh my God.
Or like staring, and their eyes are glowing. And they try and call you. They like scream and try and get your attention, like there's somebody in trouble. But everybody's like, the locals are like, don't fucking do it. It's them trying to lure you. Don't do it. And the shrieks and the screams happen at night. It's crazy.
That's creepy, dude.
Go down the rabbit hole of the Appalachian shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's supposedly like the most haunted, scariest fucking place in the world.
I'm not seeing that photo. I'm just seeing a bunch of death photos of Lizzie Borden.
I'm not seeing it here, Lloyd. Oh, let's look at those. I'm not seeing it here, Lloyd. To think that we're the only ones in endless space of stars and planets is ridiculous, and whoever believes that needs to go find their brain cells they lost. Silhouette, thanks, bro. He says, do you think that now that Paramount owns WB, they can resurrect Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network as one combined mass? Imagine a cat dog Scooby Doo movie. I can only imagine Silhouette. I can imagine not watching it. But that was an interesting thing, not to shift gears too much, but how Paramount came back. And I don't think there's like none of it's good. Like, I didn't want Netflix owning it, but I don't really want the
I don't want
monopoly that
anybody owning it.
it sucks. It's just,
Yeah.
I guess it's just like picking a lesser evil, I guess, and who you think maybe like who your money's on it being a little better with. I don't know. All right, let's see. Welcome to
Here's the
Historical
house,
Journey.
dude.
Oh, I want to see the death photos, dude.
Well, they're on here.
Okay. Ugh, it's creepy, guys.
Book a room, dude. Book a tour. Join us to stay, play for a hauntingly fun time.
All these people that like, look at that, Stacy. All these people that oh yeah, that's the dad. And they were trying to say, like, with the stories that were given and shit, like, oh, he was taking a nap. Dude, nobody takes a nap like that.
No.
He literally got stabbed in the head and he fell over, dude.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's got to be the mom, right? Upstairs, yeah, in the bedroom.
Yeah, and that everybody reenacts that. I'm sure that scene on the couch when they go to the ghost tour.
Yeah, that's fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
Ooh, my goodness. But that houses like that are just creepy,
it's like
in
a
general.
bed and breakfast, dude. That's
No, it is like a bed and breakfast. Yeah, really.
That's crazy.
Creepy old house. Is that the only pictures they had?
No. Ghost hunt.
Everybody's dressing all like of the era, dude.
Stay with us, Danny.
Lizzie and Emma suite. This is the 2-room suite.
Oh, do you want me to see what it costs?
Yeah, let's look at what it costs. We should stay there, dude. Oh wow, is it really open? You think this shit would be sold out
Select
all the time?
Room. Lizzie.
The Lizzie suite. Come on, we'll just pick up. It's all available, dude. Oh, you got a call? No,
Yeah.
just push book now. You didn't give a payment method. That's all good. Sorry, guys. We have to know. Oh, that's it?
Andrew's. That's Andrew's room, dude.
That's the dad.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So yeah, it is like a B&B where you're just renting. It's not that bad.
Overnight basement ghost hunt. So these spaces are not intended for sleeping overnight. So basically, $125 just to go there for the night.
And just, probably
ghost
have like
hunt.
This house didn't have plumbing, so I don't know if it since has plumbing or if there's like outhouses and they still make you shit in a chamber pot, dude.
Yeah.
I'll shit in a chamber pot. It's just funny how these guys like at the Valiska house and this house, they're making hand over fist. They don't have to. Doesn't the Valiska house not have utilities?
I don't think it used to not. I haven't looked that up recently.
I'm like, guys make it so much money. He doesn't pay a utility bill, dude. It's like, come here and sleep in the dark and shit outside in a hole in the dirt, dude. It's so funny. Those prices are not bad.
Yeah, it looks like a nice place. I mean, look at nice rooms and everything like that.
So Lizzie and Emma's suite, go down. I want to read them.
Okay.
This is a 2-room suite on the second floor that includes Lizzie and Emma Borden's room. While Lizzie and Emma resided in the house, there were the rooms they stayed in. Go up. I want to see the pictures. Okay. And Andrew and Abby's suite, the parents. This is a 2-room suite on the second floor. The room was Andrew and Abby Borden's bedroom and what was back in the 1890s, Abby Borden's sewing room. The sewing room is now a bedroom in this suite. Morse murder room. This is the room where Abby Borden was found murdered the morning of August 4th, 1892 on the second floor. It was the room that Lizzie and Emma Borden's uncle had slept in the night before. Yeah, so they say here that the ghosts that are reported to being seen in that Morse murder room is the mom. They'll see like images of her like hunched over the bed, like folding laundry, and they'll see her face down on the ground, like she got stabbed.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Axe. Yeah, that's what they'll see. Bridget Sullivan room. This is one of the third floor rooms where the Bordens maid, Bridget Sullivan, better known as Maggie, resided in the Borden house. She and Lizzie Borden were the only 2 people in the house when Andrew and Abby were murdered. Fun stuff about Bridget Sullivan. They called her Maggie because their previous maid was also called Maggie, and they couldn't be bothered to remember her name. Like, we're just gonna call you Maggie too. It's like it's fucking disrespectful. They're like, oh, you guys are.
Jeez.
And then when the crime scene happened, when everything was found out, they didn't even do like a proper sweep of the house. Like, they found the dad. They found the dad on the sofa, and Lizzie Borden had said like her mom had went out, and they didn't even bother. They just went along with that story, and they didn't bother to look at the rest of the house. Like, they're just thinking the dad's the only one that's dead, and you know, I remember I read that they told the maid, the police, you want to go up there and check? Like, fuck you. We don't, they didn't do a sweep. So it's like the killer could be up there.
Yeah.
And so they, of course, they eventually went up there. They literally asked the maid to go up there. Like, that doesn't matter. You die. Go up there. It's fucking bullshit, dude. Andrew Jennings' room. This is one of the third floor rooms named in dedication of Lizzie Borden's defense lawyer. All third floor rooms share a bathroom and have full size beds. Hosea Knowlton room. This is one of the third floor rooms named in dedication of the district attorney of Southern Massachusetts for Lizzie Borden's trial. All third floor rooms share a bathroom and have full size beds. Okay, interesting.
We should book a room, and like for all the listeners, we can all stay there.
That's Dolly. Sorry. God dang it. There we go. Yeah, so that stuff gives me the heebie-jeebies. I love laying in bed, just looking up those old photos and stuff. Oh, have you ever looked at sorry if this is morbid. Have you ever seen like the Jack the Ripper photos?
I don't know. I'll have to look. I'm sure I have come across.
God, don't that's too brutal to post.
Yeah.
It's really old, but it's fascinating. Of like the prostitute he murdered or whatever. She's like naked. It's a violent scene, dude. It's crazy that we have images that are that old from like this stuff that's still like famous.
Yeah, I'll have to go down that rabbit hole sometime.
I do recommend it. I do recommend The Lobster. Scott Walker, over here in Australia, we have the most haunted forest in Australian history, called Belongo State Forest. It's a very famous forest. A man called Ivan Milat killed backpackers in the 90s and 80s. Holy shit. That's fucked up.
Is that the Wolf Creek guy? Wolf Creek?
So I'm thinking is like, did it influence something?
Which they're coming out with a new Wolf Creek.
I saw that.
3, which I love those movies, man. I love Wolf Creek movies.
My grandmother's house was so scary. I wouldn't even want to dream about it. I couldn't wait for my mother to pick me up and get me the hell out of there. My grandma's house is also scary because I had to fucking rubber feet with lotion, dude.
Oh yeah, we got that story in the crevices, dude.
There was no escape from this house, dude. It's like I either had a ghoul downstairs or a ghoul up there.
Oof.
I couldn't. No reprieve. Enter the state. People have reported being touched on, being watched. They'll have an eerie feeling that being haunted by the backpackers he killed. Hey boys, guess what? It's being confirmed Matthew Lillard is interested in doing Scream. I saw on the internet and I read about it in the movie he might be doing Scream. Of course he is. Give him money.
Yeah.
Like he will do anything.
Yeah.
He will do anything.
Well, Nev would do anything too.
Scott Walker in 2009, when I first saw Paranormal Activity, gosh, that movie had a real effect on me. I couldn't sleep for 3 weeks straight. I was so scared.
It was great. I really enjoyed it when it first came out.
I rented it. I rented the first one, and me and my buddy watched it at his house, and yeah, I really liked it.
We actually went with my film class back in college. We went to go see that, and yeah, it was great.
Scott, every time a Bigfoot is shot and killed by a hunter, the government comes in and takes away the body and silences to handle for what has been done. Yeah, what are they doing with the body though? Like, what is the Bigfoot doing?
Body?
Why don't they want us to know about Bigfoot, dude? Like,
what was that unsolved mystery I saw where the Bigfoot was like in frozen ice and it turned out to be like a giant hoax?
Yeah. Hold it, Dave. We can see a wristwatch. Oh crap! That's on The Simpsons, dude. Someone's filming a Bigfoot video. This is really interesting YouTube video. This man was on a fishing boat and he actually claimed to hear mermaid sounds and he was silenced by the government because of what he recorded. He saw them like sirens, dude. The sirens on the rocks. You guys said you were Christians. Do you believe that evolution is true or that God guided it? I don't. Well, I believe the concept of evolution in things. Obviously, there's lots of stuff that is evolution. I just don't think we came from primates. I mean, we obviously have like relations to them. And, I don't think we're Neanderthals. Like, I don't know that much about it, but like, why can't the apes in the chimp world come from the Neanderthals or whatever? Like, I just don't think we're them. I don't know, man. I don't believe it though. Because it says, we were created in God's image. So are we saying that God is King Kong? I don't know. Who knows, man? Maybe God could be a giant lizard, and it wouldn't affect what I think. Like I said, we can't understand it. I don't think we can understand it. So I don't even try and like crack it open because
No, I don't either.
all you're
It
gonna do
hurts
is
your
like
brain,
you're
dude.
gonna talk in circles and you're
Yeah.
never gonna get anywhere with it. But Loch Ness is Sturgeonfish dick. What? A Sturgeonfish dick. A Sturgeonfish dick. Like a big fish's cock. Okay, could be. Robert was the 4K guy, right? What? What? Oh, you think Robert's 4K tent revival? What? I don't know what you're saying. What's up, Ishmael? Do you believe in ghost faces? Oh, okay. We believe in ghosts, and yeah. Look, I put on the mask and I am Ghostface. All I have to do is cut someone up, and I'm officially a Ghostface in the Scream lexicon. It's all it
There you
takes.
go.
You just have to wear this mask,
Mm-hmm.
call somebody, and kill somebody. That's it. You don't
Mm-hmm.
even need a good motive, as the new movie told us. You could just do it. You don't have to have any relation to anybody. Scott, what are you guys' opinions on the government silencing hunters? You're obsessed with this. That have shot and killed a Bigfoot, and they get taken away the body, and they won't let the hunter claim his prize.
I'm sure they have, man.
I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, I think the lottery's a giant hoax, dude. All of it's
Never trust a man that says they're from the government and they're there to help, right?
exactly. He made some edgy jokes a few months ago. Hess, atheists believe we just popped into existence from nothing. How ridiculous is that? God is real. Amen, brother. Amen. I agree, man. I just think there's more to us.
Speaking of all this God talk, where's Satan at tonight?
We're warding him off, dude. He can't enter. Like we're building a force field around it that he can't get past. Yeah, dude. I just think there's more to us. I just refuse to believe, dude. When you look up in the sky, and the thing is the things that people won't give a little bit of leeway to, like when you talk about you know, Jonah and the whale, when you talk about the floods and the arks, and you talk about all this stuff, I get it. It sounds like a fairy tale. Maybe they could be parables. Maybe they didn't really literally happen the way that they're saying. Possible. But also, man, maybe they really did. And we just never would experience that today. Because like if we couldn't see the sun above us every day and Mars and all the stars and all the stuff that's in the sky and just astrology in general, if we couldn't see that and somebody tried telling us, hey, back in the day, there was a big ball of fire in the sky and there was millions and millions of light years and galaxies, we would have called them fucking crazy too. Like, sounds like a fucking fairy tale. But we literally, to me, look at the sky above you at night, dude. Get a telescope and look at that stuff. Is more fantastical than a great flood and an ark to me. But the difference is it's there. It's always been there. We take it for granted. We're numb to it. But when somebody says something kind of fantastical that was in an old book before we ever lived, we just can't fathom it, right?
Well, I mean, it's crazy. Like I saw the northern lights from my backyard a few months ago. A pink northern light sky. It was amazing. Speak of the devil.
Noah's Ark is a joke. Oh, Satan has entered the chat. We knew we could count on you. Did we literally summon you? Yeah. I think we literally summoned you.
We did.
That's fucking hilarious. I'll get back to your comment in a second. That's hilarious.
Sorry. I saw you popping. I had to give you
Ventura. Yes, Satan.
Yeah.
Let's see here. That's so funny, guys. Let's see. Fish dick, got that. Ghost faces, yeah, we got that. Government silencing Bigfoot, guys. Yeah. All right. God dang it. Now I lost my place, Satan. It's all your fault. I didn't see it, but I remember bringing it up on a stream around September. So okay, we're still talking about that. I digress on that. My favorite ghost story is the Amityville Horror book, the book version, even though it's completely bullshit. It absolutely is. But as a work of fiction, it's brilliant.
Well, speaking of that, your mom had a haunted Amityville Horror book, right?
Yep. Okay. Do you guys want to hear that? So when we were living on the naval base, when I was like really little, my mom says she had acquired the Amityville Horror book, and she used to pretty much stay up alone while my dad worked overnights and all that, and he wouldn't be there. And so she would be just there with the baby, and the book scared the hell out of her. So she decided, like, yeah, I don't really like this juju. So she threw it out. And then after she had thrown it out, she found it back in her house. And, you know, she kept throwing it out in a dump outside, and it
Yeah.
kept finding its way back in her house. It wouldn't let her get rid of it, dude. And then she says she burned it and then it never came back. And I'm thinking, yeah, it's just a work of fiction, but it's the energy that you put around it. You know what I mean? I think just like a Ouija board,
Yeah.
we create the Ouija boards. And if you're, you know, and if you're putting your energy into this as being something very scary or evil or whatever, and uh, you're putting yourself in a vulnerable state, maybe that's all it takes. It opens the door, man. And I had a similar situation as my mom. I've told that story too. However, it wasn't even with the horror book. The book was The Green Mile. Well,
Oh,
The Green Mile was like in parts, right?
yeah, yeah.
It was like a volume.
Short stories.
It was a volume. And but the thing is my brother bought it because, you know, Stephen King was popular and we saw it. It's like, oh yeah, man, this will get him to read. And we didn't even know it wasn't a horror book because this is before the movie. This is before the movie
Yeah.
ever came out. This is like 1996, 97. And but we never even read it. And we just thought it was a scary book. And same thing happened to me, man. We were scared of the books. We just thought it had to be evil. And I was cleaning up the house, man, and I didn't throw it away, but I would take the book and I would go into the bedroom and I would put it on a bookshelf. And then I would come back into like the living area and it'd be back on the ground in the living room floor, like just kind of strewn.
Hmm.
I'm like, and this is in Florida. We lived like a little trailer, dude. So you know how big a trailer is.
Yeah. Pretty
So
small.
it's yeah. So you know where the living room is,
Mhm.
and you know the bedroom at the end of the hall is like
Yeah.
fucking 5 paces. It's
Mhm.
right there. And you know, at this point I was interested. I grabbed the book and I go back, walk down the hallway 5 paces. I throw the book into the bedroom on the floor this time, and then I come back, and you would have sworn I just threw it into like a vortex, and it appeared back, and it was back.
Oh, Jesus.
And then you know, we tore it up. You're gonna think I'm bullshitting. We tore up the fucking book and we threw it out, and then it was back. I swear to God, one piece. Me and my brother were fucking scared shitless, and then we spent the rest of the day waiting for my mom to come home from work in the driveway of the trailer park. And then we probably got hit on by some toothless fucking rednecks that lived in that Florida trailer park. And we were like, I guess we're taking our chances with the pedos because I'm not going back in that fucking house, dude.
No.
And we waited there all the way until my mom got home. We waited there for God, 7 o'clock at night, man. But just one of those things. You know, I got all kinds of weird stories like that. Yeah, careful of the death. Yeah, we're not gonna do it. Yeah, I don't know. Folks have gotten in trouble over the Jack the Ripper. I told Todd not
Oh,
to do it, dude.
I know.
That stuff is brutal.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that we have those images is wild. But you should look it up when you're done.
I will.
It's fucking gnarly, dude. Can you imagine all the ghosts in John Gacy and Ted Bundy's house?
Oh God, dude. Underneath the floorboards and yeah.
Where's John Gacy's house? What's the status of that? Is it around?
Oh, that's a good question. I would think
Isn't it
that
really?
a lot of those got bulldozed, a lot of those houses.
So what is the timeline, the time frame in which it's not too soon to where it's not seen as sleazy and exploitation to buy these houses for profit? Like, come sleep in the house where John Gacy killed all these people and kids.
Well, I know that people still do like YouTube videos about Ed Gein's house. I know that like even the land that was there, because you can see, like pieces of artifacts of the chimney or something like that, which are pretty interesting just to actually.
Is that still erect, the house?
No, it's demolished. They got rid of that a long time ago.
Okay, because that would have been interesting.
It's still cool to see, like, and then they go like to his grave and everything like that. Yeah, it's
Silhouette was gonna make a Diddy ghost joke, but it was too vile. We don't say Diddy's name 5 times in front of a mirror, dude. See if he comes and greases you up. Behind he appears behind you in the mirror, dude. The light, he's like rubbing your shoulders, dude. The murders you see in the Book Creek movies are actually the Wolf Creek movies are actually based inspired by the real murders of Ivan Milat.
Oh,
so he's saying Wolf Creek's inspired by it.
Nice.
I've never seen Wolf Creek.
I like it a lot. So it was demolished in 1979.
Oh wow, that's okay. So it was around for a while though.
Yeah, but there was a new house that was built on the same plot in 1986.
Yikes! You didn't move the bodies. I wouldn't want a house built in that plot, dude.
The new house has been sold several times over the years, including 2004 and again in 2011.
What would your opinion be if you found out the house you bought, this modern house, maybe the house, maybe the house is only like 30 years old. What if you found out you were on Ed Gein's plot?
Oh,
would you deal with it? Would it make you look at the house differently?
Yeah, because it's like those Indian burial grounds. Like you don't know what the hell is under there.
So would you put it on the market?
You can't do any renovation. You can't dig up the yard because if you hit something, like some weird energy is gonna come out of that, dude.
Yeah, would you move as soon as you?
Oh, absolutely.
You're like,
absolutely.
I'm out of here. I'm fucking out of the Gein house, dude.
Yeah.
You're gonna wake up one day and one of your boys is standing in your doorway at night with a fucking leather face on. Ah! I want to play, daddy. Dude, they were gonna build. They were gonna expand my grandmother's neighborhood in Nixa, Missouri. And then all those plans fell through because it was they dug up in it was an Indian burial ground.
Oh yeah,
the saying that it was protected land. Yeah, but they dug it up and they found the shit. Like,
you don't want to touch those bones, man, or even move them, man.
Ugh, gives me the willies, guys. I like it. I'm gonna have trouble sleeping tonight. Somebody better come snuggle me, Satan. Have you guys ever had experiences with a real dude? You are Bigfoot. I've never. If I saw Bigfoot, I would shit myself.
Yeah.
I would be more scared of Bigfoot than a ghost that's gonna walk through me, dude. Yeah. Can you imagine? I watch, dude. Harry and the Hendersons scares the shit out of me. I mean, I don't even find the joy in that. I'm like, God, this thing is huge. Why would you take this fucking lovable oaf home? Didn't the guy? God, who did Harry? The guy who played the Harry and the Hendersons Bigfoot. He was also in another famous big role. Was he like an alien or something? He was something else. I can't remember. Todd could probably Google it. Actor who played Harry and the Hendersons. Who else?
Yeah, look it up.
The murders in the book you see in Wolf Creek are actually okay. You already said that. Sorry, my bad. What's up? Yeah, how you doing, bro? Hello. No, I don't believe in ghosts. Aaron, you got me into the alien rabbit hole. Project Bluebeam. Hell yeah, dude. Wait, so Satan believes in aliens though. That's something.
Predator 2?
Oh yeah, it's the Predator 2 guy. Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
Kevin Peter Hall.
Yeah, Predator 2. I feel like he's played other people too. Kevin Peter Hall.
Yeah, Predator 1, Without Warning. He was in that.
Predator 1 and 2.
Prophecy.
Talking Snakes, Talking Donkey. Hell yeah. What's up? Thanks, Silhouette. The devil is real and his name is Jared Leto. Well,
he never ages, dude. He's a vampire.
If I had to snap my fingers, Satan, and get rid of one of you, him or you, I'm getting rid of Leto. That guy needs to be stopped, dude. I'm so sick of seeing that guy. President Putin has warned the world that World War III is on the horizon and it could start this year.
Nothing surprises me.
Just like Iran went on and on and on about like death to America and the great fucking reckoning is coming for how many fucking years until like they got reckoned with. I don't know. It's a lot of talk. Who knows? Maybe that'll eventually be the end of us all and Satan will be eating good when we all get there.
Let's enjoy the ride, guys.
But no joke, guys. I've thought about that in recent times. Like, how scary would it be if you just saw like a nuke in the sky and you started hearing sirens? Like, oh shit, I don't have a fucking bomb shelter. Yeah. I don't have a nuclear shelter.
Dude. You don't want to live through that though, man.
The mutated freaks, dude.
Yeah, you lose everything, man.
Night of the Comet, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's instant cancer, dude. You're dead.
Yeah, well. What if you could survive it and you were just like part of like the new world?
What are you gonna be, John Connor, dude?
Oh, it's not robots. It's the nuclear wasteland. It's like, well, we pick a new Todd. You're the president. Okay.
Mad Max.
Yeah, Mad Max. Yeah, exactly like that. You know.
Well, if my family was still alive, I'd be fine. But if they weren't, then I'd probably want to go with them.
Yeah. This is morbid, guys.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, this is.
Let's see.
We're not trying to doom anybody out either. So
I am. Aurora Borealis, Todd, at this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen. Mm-hmm. Can I see it? He's doing Principal Chalmers, dude. Or Principal Skinner and Chalmers from The Simpsons. Steamed hams.
I don't think I got to that episode yet.
It's classic. Yeah, because Skinner's trying to tell him there's something going on in the kitchen. He's like, what's that? He's like, oh, it's Aurora Borealis. Aurora Borealis, at this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen. Yes. Can I see?
Thank you, Silhouette, for the super chat, brother.
I love it, man. Northern Lights. Ouija board is from an subconscious motor skills. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it sounds like you're kind of like saying what we're saying, where I feel like anything could be a Ouija board. You
Mm,
know,
mhm.
like I said, I don't think Parker Brothers were the door to hell. You know,
What about in some of these films where they're like putting like a circle of salt and like I don't know, they put like a pentagram and they summon stuff through that.
didn't they do that shit on the Quicksilver episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark too? Like the mirror and like salt or something,
Oh
dude.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Like you put the salt, you can't cross the salt.
Can't cross the salt. Well, they did that in Unsolved Mysteries a few times too.
Yeah, there's I don't know where that started, but that's clearly a thing in all kinds of lore and stuff. I don't know. That's it for the moolah. Cheers. No, thanks, man.
Thanks, brother.
You're too kind to us.
Yeah.
Do you guys personally believe we're the Titanic site? Do you think it's haunted or do you think it's cursed? People say sometimes I can see ghostly ships off the Titanic in the distance. Oh, it was funny because we were talking about when we were asked if we wanted to be a bear or an orca or something else. The first thing I thought about, yeah, is the ocean. I want to swim down and see the Titanic. And I know the pressure is so intense down there.
Oh,
People can't go down there. So I'm assuming not all ocean life can go to the bottom of the ocean. I bet you the bottom of the ocean is the real dirge of the ocean, dude. Like the kind of life that's down there. And obviously, it looks all cool in the movies and stuff, but it's pitch black.
yeah, you can't see shit.
It's absolute darkness. Well, why would you be able to see anything? And the pressure, as I said, but I love those like that old James Cameron Titanic documentary before Titanic came out, the movie, when he was just kind of doing research. And they have the machine that goes down the remote and takes the pictures with the lights. So fucking cool, dude.
Yeah, it looks really nice. I highly recommend watching that Titan documentary on the implosion and everything. That documentary is creepy, dude.
I don't know anything about it. What?
You know the CEO or whatever that went down in the ocean to go see the Titanic, and they were in the makeshift Titan submarine, and they were controlling the submarine.
Oh yeah, with a Mad Cat's controller, and
then the thing imploded, dude.
Yeah.
There's a documentary out there. I don't know if that was on Netflix or if that was on on Prime, but
that was a total like play stupid games, dude.
Crazy, yeah. And the fact that he had a death wish because he knew the thing was going to implode because it didn't pass inspection or anything like that.
But he took his son. He's like a colleague, another guy, and his son, right?
Yeah.
What if he had a death wish? Why would he take his son?
I don't know, man.
This is people with so much fuck you money. They're egomaniacs. Like, oh,
yeah,
this is the one thing money can't buy. I can't go to the bottom of the ocean. I'll show you. Mad Cats, get him on the line. PlayStation 2 Mad Cats controller.
I'm gonna see where that documentary is. Netflix.
You'll have to remind me when this is over.
Ocean Gate.
Yeah, but that stuff is just so fascinating to me, man. And there could be tons of species that we don't know exist because we cannot really navigate
the Loch Ness monster.
Yeah, I love it. But can you imagine how scary that would be? Like just being pure blackness. If you're like down there without tech, dude. Well, you couldn't even be down there. Like the pressure would kill you. I don't think submarines could go down that. It's the pressure would kill you.
Yeah,
but so fascinating. It's honestly as foreign down there as maybe space is.
Yeah, water's scary, man.
What kind of creatures live on the fucking ocean bottom, dude?
Albino, crabs and all this weird shit, dude.
Yeah, that look translucent and weird and shit like that. And they can't say they're all blind. So in evolution is probably. They probably don't see, or either they see in the dark, night vision, or they're all like echolocation shit or something. Or it's like the Descent, where they're like the blind things in the cave, like that.
Those are creepy, man.
Scary. So speaking of all this conspiracy theory stuff, what do you guys think? Does Atlantis exist?
Who knows?
Lost City. Have you guys ever went down the rabbit hole of the Lost City of Atlantis?
A little bit. I did a little bit of the pyramid stuff, like underneath the pyramids and stuff like tunnels and all that shit. I went down that rabbit hole where there's supposed to be aliens underneath there. And who actually built the pyramids? That's fascinating stuff too.
Yeah, dude, people without tech couldn't build the pyramids, and all that stuff today. But at the same time, there's people that also say never underestimate the power of thousands upon thousands of slaves. Just ultimately, who knows? But they're all gifted. They're all gifted to do like the Sphinx, dude. and like all these big.
It's architecture is crazy back then.
Like even if you got like endless slaves doing it, some of them got to be total like Riri's, right? Like not good at that stuff or stupid or jacking around. And how are they all? I don't know, man.
Who knows?
If you don't get really weird SOS or radio frequencies in presence in the Titanic location area, and it's very creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Just the fact that there is a ship down there in the pitch black at all hours of the day. It's always there. Like we go throughout our day, we're at our desk, hey, it's time to stream. Oh, I got to go get a new Black Cherry Clear America. I got to go hit the head. Throughout every day of our fucking routine, that Titanic is at the bottom of the ocean where there's just like stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the stuff down there and energy and spirits. It's absolutely wild.
I'm sure there's still bones down there too.
Craziness, man. Oh, and the fact that you could just be a fish, dude, and be floating around. Like, hey, I've called this my home.
Yeah.
The people would love the people up on the overworld. They would love to have this Titanic and all this shit. They'd love to have it in museums. They'd love to be able to wreck the Titanic, but they can't get to it. So I'm just going to come and shit fish shit in here and I'm going to live in this skeleton's mouth, and I'm going to live in this this suite. It's just wild, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Wolf Creek 2 is good also. I need to watch it, man.
Yeah.
Scott, boys, how do you feel about the rebuilding the Titanic next year? And it's going to go the same route as the first Titanic history. Will repeat itself and sink and hit an iceberg again. Wait. Oh, you're saying do we think it's gonna history's gonna? I was like, I thought you were aiming like they're aiming to reenact it. We want to hit an iceberg.
Well, they're gonna put all the billionaires on the boat and they're gonna reenact it.
Well, there was really famous. There was famous people that died on the real Titanic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Was it like Wells or Fargo, one of the Wells Fargo guys or whatever that died on there?
Yeah.
JP Morgan Chase, one of those big bank guys. All kinds of guys passed away. It's fucked up. I personally believe the Book of Revelation is just metaphors for the first century church. I don't believe in the rapture or any of that kind of stuff. You know, and it's actually really it's really a mind fuck to think about it, because if you want to get heady, so talking about ghosts again, the traditional thought about spirits and ghosts is, okay, we die and then we go to heaven and then we haunt you. Well, traditional Christian teaching makes that impossible, because that these would be your loved ones, because like technically, you know, we just go to sleep until Jesus comes back. So you know, hypothetically, it's like we're all sleeping until the rapture, and then all those people go to heaven. Like, it's like, isn't it like basically there's nobody in heaven right now? Everybody's sleeping because Jesus hasn't come back to take everybody, right? So hypothetically, it's like if you die and you wake up at the pearly gates, well, it might seem like an instant, but really it's just been however long, and you know, the rapture happened. But this is the whole thing where it's like, you know, I think technically everybody's just sleeping. So if you believe that everybody's like in limbo until then the ghosts that we're seeing in real time wouldn't be your loved ones or whatever they are. It'd be bad energy or residual energy or something like that.
That shit hurts my brain.
I mean, like, yeah, because that's like the traditional teachings, right? It's like, so all the stuff we see in movies about like Bill and Ted going to the pearly gates, like, no, you don't really, supposedly you don't die and then just go to heaven, go to judgment. Everybody goes to sleep and then you wake up, and it might feel like instant. Like the second you die, it's going to feel like you're just waking up in the afterlife. But no, like, however many fucking years have passed. It's wild. It's all really, really, really wild. Not trying to get too deep into it, but I think it's too late. 1984 film. Do you believe there's underground cities? Well, there is in Vegas.
Yeah.
People who live in underground Vegas in the fucking tunnels, dude. It's crazy. They come out like chuds.
Yeah. There's a lot of underground cities, I believe. And I believe there is reptilians as well, probably.
Well, do you believe in the shapeshifters?
Yeah.
You like Jim Morrison, the reptile, the Lizard King dude?
And Hillary Clinton. Just kidding.
Oh. Have you guys watched any of that footage of the Congress, their hearing?
No, I don't want.
It's fucking funny, dude. It's really funny. Threads came out in 84. It's not about 1984. Say, have you ever seen 1984?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I still have the Criterion. I tried watching it one day. something happened. I literally had to stop it the first 5 minutes. I never went back to it. I finally got to watch it.
Really good. I
Yeah.
recommend it.
Let's see. Not by George Orwell. Scott, the Tiniest Smurfs Will documentary is called Titan. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you guys seen this trailer for this movie called Tiptoes, dude?
No.
Where Gary Oldman plays a little person.
And
they literally just put him on his knees and put his arms back and made him like, and he's like,
really?
Yeah. And it's like, and it's about Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey is Matthew McConaughey, and he wants to marry or propose to Kate Beckinsale, and he has to introduce her to his family. Well, it turns out his whole family is little people, and he's like the one guy that was, not little.
Yeah.
And all his family are little people, headed up by the patriarch of the family, Gary Oldman, who's not really a little person, but they just and it's
taking away work for little people.
There's a clip going around of I don't remember which WWE wrestler it is, but it's another little person, not Hornswoggle, Brandon somebody, I don't know. But he basically put this on the mat on a podcast, and he's talking about it, and he's saying it's the most offensive movie because Peter Dinklage is in it, because he was going off about that, where he hates Peter Dinklage just like Hornswoggle, because Peter Dinklage condemned putting real little people in the Snow White movie and all that stuff in offensive roles, and all the other little people are like, "What are you talking about? There's only so much work for us."
Yeah,
and you're big, and you take all the work, and now you pull up the ladder, say, "Hey, you know what? I'm okay. I'm doing these like real like fancy jobs. I don't have to play little people roles." It's offensive, so I'm going to burn the bridge for all you guys. Don't do it. So they think it's all fucked up. And he says, he said, and this is coming from the guy that was in this movie called Tiptoes, and of course the guys didn't know what it was. Oh, you don't know Tiptoes? He's like, it's the most offensive movie to the little people ever made, and he was in it. So what a hypocrite! And you should see this trailer, guys. It's wild because they're trying to make some artsy fucking Oscar piece, and it's just like, what? It comes off like an SNL skit. Like, this can't be real.
I'll have to go and watch it.
And it's talking about the cast, and at the end, it literally says, "And Gary Oldman in a role of a lifetime." And he's like,
"Oh, jeez!"
It's like, what is going on here?
Did I ever tell you my wife's cousin's a little person?
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He's probably in his late 20s, early 30s. Yeah.
Was he at the wedding?
I think he was at the wedding. My wedding.
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I almost said, how did I not see him? I mean, obviously, but if I was standing, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I'll make a joke.
No. I was just letting you know. You're not making jokes.
Tell him not to watch Tiptoes, because it's pretty offensive.
He was a pretty cool guy.
You should watch the trailer after this. I don't want to get flagged, or else I'd play it for you guys.
Yeah, we can't do that.
It's the most comically offensive thing in the world. Tiptoe commentary. When Hess, those countries know America will turn their country into beachfront properties, so they know to just bark and nothing more. Lights Over Phoenix is a good documentary. Oh, hell yeah. Phoenix Lights, dude.
Yeah.
I've never actually seen the documentary, though.
I'll have to hunt that down. I haven't seen a documentary either.
Scott, the tiniest immersive. I do believe those banging sounds to people were hearing from their people inside the submersible. I do believe they were trapped at the bottom of the sea. Those banging sounds people reported hearing, those are from people on the inside. I do believe it was down communicating. Just imagine how dangerous it is to go down there. Will you guys go down there? No, I'm not gonna go. Why would that's suicide? That's death.
That's the creepy thing about the episode is they're filming it, and you hear the submersible, crushing. You hear it. You hear that the whole time. And you're like, oh my gosh, like they could be dead at any second. Dude.
And it's called Titan.
Yes.
So they were recording.
Yes, they were in it.
And were they like patching this footage somewhere? How'd they get it?
Well, they went down numerous times. They were testing it out and stuff like that on different ones.
So
but
scary.
Yeah, dude, you'll have to watch the documentary. It's creepy, man.
I might check it out tonight in bed.
Yeah.
It creeps me, dude. I think I don't know. Would you rather be trapped in the bottom of the ocean in a vessel running out of air and the pressure, or would you rather be drifting in outer space in a suit that's like running out of oxygen? I would rather be drifting and running out of oxygen, so I can at least see some cool shit.
Yeah, I'd rather be in space
because I'd rather just enjoy the view.
Yeah.
And be like, well, if this is how I'm gonna go out fucking just doing something nobody's ever done. Like, I always thought there was something romantic about that. I wanted to be the xenomorph after it got blasted out of the cargo, just floating, dude.
Yeah, I don't want to be Sonic the Hedgehog just running out of air.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always gave me anxiety hearing that tune.
Thanks again, Silhouette. You lied to us.
Oh.
Ocean Gate, take me by the hand, lead me to the boom. I really have to watch the documentary, man. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Thanks, Silhouette. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks, brother.
Yeah, Satan says Egyptians built the pyramids. So you think? No, I don't know. Yeah. Is it also possible that they had technology that we don't know they had? Because it's just like the Roman Empire. It's like the Roman Empire was an advanced civilization. They had plumbing.
I'm sure we have great technology the government's never even told us about. They probably have shit that would blow our minds right now.
Dude, the fucking Roman Empire had a plumbing system. And then when the Roman Empire fell and became nothing, it's like we literally started over. And then all of a sudden we didn't have indoor plumbing for another fucking 2,000 years or whatever. It's just it's so how do we know they didn't have certain kind of tech that we haven't figured out in our timeline? I don't know. It's very interesting. Look, I want to live to be 500 years old. I'm not gonna lie. I want to live. I'm not one of these guys. But when it is that time, the idea that we could just unlock our third eye and we know all this stuff would be wild. Like, what is on the other end of the universe? Who made the pyramids? Did Michael touch those kids? I want to know all of it.
No, he didn't.
Todd, you got another thing. Don't pretend to know.
Macaulay said he didn't.
You know what they say about people who assume?
Assumption is the mother of all fuck ups. I know.
No, they make an ass of you and me. And, they make you look like an idiot when you find out Michael touched those kids.
I like my Under Siege 2 reference better.
Oh, I still haven't seen it. I still need to watch it. By the way, what are we calling this post Dolly Q&A segment? Yeah, what do we? Well, I think we're going to cut out the Dolly video separate. And this is going to be officially, it's going to need like a paranormal thumbnail because we just kind of went down the paranormal. It's a different subject for us. I don't really know if it's going to help us or not, but it's a totally different audience. Yeah. I guess we'll find out. This is kind of a shoot the shit session, dude. Or we could just leave it up to Dolly. I don't know.
It's been fun. No, I'll cut Dolly just so, yeah.
I don't want people to see Dolly for 15 minutes. Like, what the hell? These tinfoil hat.
These freaks.
QAnon. No, what is the shit? No.
Blue Anon.
QAnon. What's up, Robert? He had to go away for a bit, but now he's back. Was that Howling nice. 4? But now he's back. Shooting the shit with Aaron and Todd. Yeah, we should call it shooting the shit with Aaron and Todd. We should call it we should do a take on our ghost to ghost.
Yes.
What he, he's no longer using it.
I will do a Art Bell thumb with us.
We could do an Art Bell thumb
dude.
Revival ghost to ghost. We can't really steal his title. We should do kind of some kind of obvious homage, dude.
Ghost to Ghost RH because it's not AM. I don't know. I'll figure something out.
Well, you know what? I don't want to split the algorithms on this stuff, but I love this stuff. If I knew we could have some kind of success doing on occasion kind of like paranormal topic and we just dig into one story, I would do it, man. Maybe it has to be on a new channel. I don't know, but it'd be fun.
I'd love to do more unsolved mysteries, but that didn't help us. I mean, they're starting to pick up a little bit of steam here and there, but
I don't know. I think we should kind of go back to it.
I think I thought they were fun, man.
They picked up really well, Todd, actually.
I know. Like people love unsolved mysteries.
Ishmael, Amityville Necronomicon Con. Okay. Yeah, they should have a Comic-Con in Amityville, dude.
That'd be sweet.
You got Jaws, you got Amityville Horror, you got a lot of pedigree in that town.
Lizzie Borden House.
Is that Amityville?
That's Massachusetts. I don't know.
Yeah, that Amityville's New York, dude.
Yeah, I know.
God, I feel like I'm getting a hernia, dude. People are concerned if they do rebuild the Titanic, turn it into a cruise ship like the original, and people are concerned history is going to repeat itself and sink in the exact same spot. That's just more like step on a crack, break your brother's back talk. Break your brother's Mac, dude. Step on a crack, break Mac's back. Oh, by the way, Mac was like, when he saw you post that short of us talking about
Jason Momoa.
No, we were talking about Charles Bronson being Ghostface, dude. And we were talking about Death Wish 3. He thought we did Death Wish, and it was a clip from a commentary. He's like, "Oh, you guys did this without me? It's one of his favorite movies."
Oh, I wouldn't do it without him.
He's like, "You did." So he's like, "Oh man, it's one of my favorite movies, baby." I was like, "No, we haven't done it. We should do it with you. We should have Mac on to do Death Wish 3."
Yeah, it'd be funny.
Let's see here. Yeah, purgatory goes from the purgatory. Shit, back to work I go. I love these kind of topics. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well, let us know, man. Like if you guys like this kind of talk, I love this stuff.
Yeah.
And YouTube is a cruel mistress. Like it's kind of a prison, dude. Like we can't talk about what we want to talk about. The algorithms fuck because this is an entire different niche, dude.
Mhm.
I'm kind of scared this stream's gonna do shit. But maybe it'd be worth starting a new channel, dude. Just kind of do every now and
Yeah.
again. I don't know. You know, we
Yeah.
might watch it might grow faster than this one, like tenfold. Like, god dang, we've been the wrong. No, people love this stuff, dude. We could have Dan Aykroyd on, dude. You talk
Dan
about all the
Aykroyd.
yeah, he talks about paranormal. He does
Bustin'
all
makes
this.
me feel good. Ugh.
Heston Nero, I have a great idea for all the brave adventures to do. Sleep on a boat in the middle of the Lake Lanier for 3 days. I don't know anything about Lake Lanier. What's that all about?
I don't know.
Aaron, the Bible does not teach soul sleep. Later, Satan. Yes, Satan. We call it haunting because we don't understand communication from the so-called afterlife. Yeah, it's just unknown. It's unknown, man. The Titan documentary on Netflix, you can actually hear the implosion in the doc.
Yes.
It is
yes.
very eerie sounding, very creepy. I'm officially watching it.
Yeah.
Tiptoe sounds like a foot fetish movie. I mean, it could be if you're into it. I mean, you can look at the feet in the movie and still get off. Could be. I mean, you could do that to this.
It's your grandma's favorite movie.
You know, oh god. By the title, not the plot, Tiptoes, but Selma Hayek. No little people, just toes, just little toes. Thanks again, brother. You're too kind to us. Ever
Thanks,
saw the
man.
John Travolta movie White Man's Burden? No.
No,
It doesn't even ring a bell. Was that like what era of Travolta was this?
Let me look.
Was this like Saturday Night Fever, Urban Cowboy era? Was this Look Who's Talking, My Career's in the Toilet era? Or was this comeback Pulp Fiction era?
1995. Oh yes, I've seen this cover before, dude. Harry Belafonte.
Oh, okay. No, is it good? Let us know.
I remember seeing this cover at like Blockbuster all the time.
That came out after Pulp Fiction. That one must have just come and gone, dude. I don't remember that one. Space and Ghost, Coast to Coast. Maybe it's not. I think we should pay tribute to Art Bell somehow.
Yeah, we have to. I love Art Bell.
What is your favorite ghost movies? I know you guys would say The Shining. What is your number 2? Well, I legit do love Amityville Horror. I think it's a fantastic movie.
We talked about The Changeling.
The Changeling, gosh, dude. Yeah, I mean those are my 2. I'm gonna say, yeah, you got it right. It's this no particular order: Shining, the original Amityville Horror, and I'll throw The Changeling in there. Haunting of Julia, full circle is good too, of course.
Haunting of Julia is great.
Members only. This paranormal chat might do members only. Should protect your algorithm. Yeah, I don't know if it works like that. I don't know. White Man's Burden is early 90s.
95.
Read the plot. It's insane. Gosh, I feel like I got a hernia going on. My favorite ghost films are Carnival of Souls, The Haunting, Burnt Offerings, first 2 Amityville's, House on Haunted Hill, the original, and The Shining in no order. Those are all great picks.
I still haven't watched my copy of the Burnt Offerings. I have that. I got that from Kino for dirt cheap. I need to watch that, man. Maybe I'll put that on the list for this weekend.
Silhouette says he gets sent to a timeline where white guys are the abused ones. Like he's the minority. Like that's kind of like your Man in the High Castle, dude.
Really?
White Man's Burden. Oh, instead of Black Man's Burden.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting as shit.
Yeah, I'll have to watch that.
Hell yeah. Put the shoe on the other foot, you know? See
what it was made for $7 million and a box office of $9 million.
Jeez. People die from freak accidents on Lake Lanier often. Is that the one where Mr. Wonderful's wife killed somebody, dude? Where is like Lake Lanier? Is that where Mr. Wonderful's wife killed Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank? His wife killed something, you know, driving a motorboat. Yeah. Like some years back.
Reservoir in Georgia, Lake Lanier.
Okay. Well, I don't know if that was it. Let's see here. Oh, he says it's super offensive, that movie. Okay. Wow. Burnt Offerings is highly recommended. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. It was fun. Maybe we should you know what? Maybe we should even out the algorithm. we should talk about a movie so we can even it out a little bit.
Yeah, that's cool.
We're talking about ghost movies. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, haunted movies, man. I mean, what are some underrated haunted movies? Because we named some heavies.
So one that doesn't really get talked about, and I think I mentioned it last week because we had our Aussie friend in here, Lake Mungo. It's the mockumentary psychological horror film that's kind of paranormal. It's really good. I'd recommend watching that. Some other ghost films. Ghost Watch. Ghost Watch is fun. It's kind of
Todd loves Ghost Watch. Yeah,
it's kind of like a late night with the devil type of film. Innkeepers is good.
Ghost Ship is fun. Ghost Ship was fun for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, Ghost Ship. We saw that in theaters and we weren't too.
We got advanced passes to it. I remember our buddy, his dad John, gave them to us, and yeah, man, I remember seeing like the first scene where all the people on the boat die. That sets up our ghost ship, and that like zip line or whatever that cuts everybody's heads off. Cool idea, cool premise, even cool execution. But man, that movie went downhill after that.
Presence. I actually thought that was a cool movie. That came out a few years ago, and I think you saw that in theaters, right?
Oh yeah, I saw it in Tokyo.
Yeah, that was a cool movie. I thought with Lucy Liu.
Yeah, what a babe.
Let's see, Keeper. I still want to see Keeper. That is the Osgood Perkins movie that just came out in 2025. I'm guessing that's a paranormal film.
Yeah. Do you think he's making his dad proud?
Blair Witch?
No, you think Osgood is making his dad's legacy proud with his work.
I think he's doing a pretty good job.
Yeah. How old was he when his dad died?
I don't know. I'll look it up.
Yeah, Blair Witch holds up. I haven't seen Blair Witch in a long time.
Did you not get that Second Sight release?
No, I missed out on it.
Oh,
I didn't get it. I would now. I always have regrets when I choose not to get stuff. Yeah, The Exorcist. I mean, the possession. Yeah, demonic possession is one thing. I love The Exorcist though. 13 Ghosts kind of stinks, dude. People love that movie back in the day. Yeah,
yeah.
Jeffrey Rush playing Vincent Price's character as a dead ringer though. So good.
Oh, he died in 1937.
Who?
Or am I looking up the wrong guy?
Anthony Perkins?
Yeah.
Anthony Perkins didn't die in
I'm looking at the wrong Perkins, dude.
Osgood Perkins is Anthony Perkins' son.
Yeah, I know.
So, I don't think he was alive in 1937, dude. He was like 20 in Psycho.
Died in 92.
So he was probably like, yeah, a teenager.
Yeah.
Ghost of Mars sucks donkey dingles. Ghost of Mars sucks, dude. I bought that. They had that groove or shout sale or whatever, and I said, "What the hell?" And yeah, I just don't like it. That's where I get off on the train of John Carpenter with Ghost of Mars. It really is a bad movie, dude. Yeah, the Roger Corman House of Usher, The Last Broadcast. What is that movie? That is who's in that? Who's in that? Who's the actor?
I own that movie. I got that.
Gosh, who's the actor in that?
I watched not too long ago. It is Stefan Avalos.
Yeah, I gotta watch The Last Broadcast, man.
It's pretty good. It's streaming on Tubi. It's different. It's a mockumentary style.
Robert, I haven't seen the Blair Witch Project since around the time it came out, and I remember not caring about it very much. It was revolutionary for the time, man. It was just it was a big deal, and I don't know how many older people it actually fooled as being like real, but as a kid, it fooled us.
It's one of my favorite horror films of all time.
Do you think it really duped adults, or is just duping kids?
I'm sure I mean, why wouldn't it dupe you? I mean, the internet was pretty infant back then, 99. So it really caught you off guard. You probably thought it was real, I'm sure.
I remember seeing the cast at the MTV Movie Awards. I'm like, wait, what? Huh? What? Huh? They found him? So that kind of exposed that. I know it's trendy, but the first Insidious, the first Conjuring, none of the sequels. Yeah, I really liked the first Conjuring when that came out. I don't care for the Conjuring 2. I don't care for any of the spin-offs. Not my thing. There's a Blair Witch parody with Pauly Shore called Bogus Witch Party.
Oh God.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
So a Canadian found footage supernatural horror film, Grave Encounters. That's a lot of fun if you're into ghost adventures. The main character is just like Zach Bagans. It's a fun movie. I like Grave
They had a
Encounters.
sequel too.
Yeah, I don't know if I saw the sequel.
Gosh dang it! How have I never seen this movie? Bogus Witch Party, and it's a spoof movie. Everybody was cashing in on the Wayans spoof movies, dude. Back then, there's so many of those damn movies, and yeah, it's spoofing the cover. It's got the I'm so scared image of the nose, but they're picking the nose. It's not even like it's low brow, dude. And they got Pauly Shore on the cover, like ripping the paper, and he's got a witch hat. Ah, so he must be the witch. Is the Wheeze the witch in it?
Oh God.
God,
Louise.
what year is this? I feel like I gotta watch this damn movie. It's probably 2000 direct-to-video parody film.
No, you gotta watch. You gotta watch the documentary first.
No, I'm gonna watch. I'll watch the documentary in bed. I would hope an adult wouldn't be so gullible as to believe it was real. It's illegal to show a snuff film, let alone in a theater. Yeah, but so that's what I was thinking. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Just as a kid, it was like kind of mind blowing.
Talk to Me. Talk to Me was pretty good. I enjoyed. Have you seen that yet? Talk to Me.
Still haven't seen it.
I'd recommend watching that.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. I should. It's just that's a modern horror movie I have right there waiting for me, and I just kind of forget it exists.
You got Ju-on, you have Ring, you have The Fog. I love The Fog.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of Asian horror. Talk about ghosts, dude. Asian horror all the way. I really think I count it as ghost horror because it's about supernatural and spirits and demons, but I love The Wailing, dude. I fucking love that movie.
Wailing's great.
My sister-in-law came and visited a few months back and from Texas, and I made them watch The Wailing, and we watched The Wailing again just a few months ago, and the movie's long.
Mm-hmm.
The movie feels like it's 3 hours. It's really long. I think it's about 3 hours. And I sat and I wasn't gonna watch it again. Like, you guys watch it, enjoy it, and it was one of those things where I sat down at the table and I never left, and I sat there for the whole 3 hours. Like, can't look away.
It's sucked in.
It's so good. Blair Witch, but you hear, "Hey, buddy." Oh, I gotta see it. The Blair Wheeze, dude. But anyway, what else is coming out? What else should we be on the lookout for on the slate? When's Evil Dead come out? Because I know Scary Movie 6 is like early June.
Evil Dead comes out in July. There are some films that I do want to see if we can get reviews for or copies for. I do want to watch the new Faces of Death movie because I think IFC's putting out that.
Yeah, what do you think that's really gonna do?
The trailer looks cool, dude.
Did it?
So yeah. I was surprised. That one, watch the trailer for that, and then what was that? What's that other slasher that was coming out?
A sequel to that movie. What's the sequel?
Yes. Yeah. That's it.
You saw it in theaters. What?
Yeah.
Darkness Lurks. What the fuck is it called? The guy with like the I can't spit it out. The movie that was very polarizing, and don't know if people liked it or didn't.
I thought it was a good movie. God, I can't spit that damn thing out. What is it? When Evil Lurks?
Violent Nature 2.
No. Oh, Violent Nature 2. Yeah.
Now, are they doing this one the same? Like, didn't you say the first one's kind of like POV, a lot of it? Or
yeah, it is. It's slower POV, and it's it's kind of artsy, but I mean, there's some awesome kills in there too.
Do you think they're going to do the same thing in the second movie?
No idea. I have no clue what they're going to do in this one.
Oh, you're right, Sean. There's that audio haunted radio, they're calling it a horror movie for the podcast generation. A24 thing coming out with that girl from The Bear, and she's like, I guess she's in a pod. It looks like a radio studio, but she looks like she's like in a room. She's recording a podcast, and I mean, it could be cool if they do it really minimal and they keep it very entertaining, where it's just her. We'll see if she can carry a whole film.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we are in the podcast generation. We're gonna make movies about podcasters and haunted podcasting.
Yeah, that one, and then my wife wants to go see Bride, which looks pretty good too.
I don't know. I don't know what they're trying to sell me with that movie. I have no desire. It's not a horror movie.
No, it's kind of it's horror-esque. I mean, it's musical / horror. It's hard to. It looks interesting.
Terrible. A musical?
Well, I don't
We
know if it's
lost.
it's a horror sci-fi. I don't know if it's a musical. It looks different.
It's like
Who
Frankenstein in modern day, right? And he's like
Yeah.
a
So Maggie Gyllenhaal actually
directed
directed
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do want to see it. The trailer looked cool. I saw it before I saw Scream 7. So
Yeah, Evil Dead Burn is definitely one I want to see in the theater. Robert says the new Resident Evil movie is another one too. I'm really morbidly curious about how the Resident Evil movie will be. I
yeah.
mean, like I said, Craigers can't do any worse, and and I actually think it's not a terrible move if like he wants to somehow be faithful to the Resident Evil universe, but not base it off the characters in the game. It could work, man. It could work, and I think
Does
his
that
style.
comes out this year then, right?
Oh, I don't know. But I think he's probably as perfect as anybody could be because he's a mainstream horror director and Resident Evil's gonna be mainstream no matter they're not gonna give that to nobody and it's gotta be a popcorn film. But he's the type of guy I think to make that type of movie.
Yeah.
They should get a guy like him to make Silent Hill and somebody can do that crap right.
Ready or Not 2 looks pretty good.
The first Ready or Not was really good.
And I never even seen that one. I just saw the trailer for Ready or Not 2. I was like, this looks cool. So
Yeah, Samara Weaving. Yeah, it's good. You should watch it.
yeah, I'll watch
It's
that.
it's 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 a hunted movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's like except it's like surviving the game, but in a house.
Okay.
It's good. It's really, really good. I actually wouldn't mind watching it again. The Joe Rogan Paranormal Experience. He hears ghosts wailing and he's like, "Whoa, tell me more." Uh, did a wait? Revival House did a Wizard of Oz commentary. Was somebody asking about it?
Yeah, that wasn't me. I think that was you.
I don't
Zach,
remember
right?
it. Did I? I don't remember. I'm excited for Evil Dead Burn. See, I'm not just because I didn't like the last one, and but of course
I'll be getting excited once we do all the Evil Dead movies. I guarantee you that.
I'm definitely curious though. I mean, of course I'm gonna see it, and I just you would think it gives it some kind of credibility when the Evil Dead producers they all like give it the blessing, but I just don't I just don't know why Sam Raimi just doesn't even
Oh,
if
the trailer dropped already.
for Burn.
Let me see if it was supposed to drop soon. Let's see. Oh, that was a week ago. It's trailer's coming very soon, and then
Anyway, even if Ash and Bruce Campbell's not involved, I don't know why Sam Raimi just doesn't dip his toes back in and direct even one of these Evil Dead offshoot movies. Because like I mean he's back to doing horror movies, which
yeah,
I still haven't seen that movie he did with Rachel McAdams, but I don't know, man. Like I don't know. I just don't know why he doesn't go back to it. It'd be cool. I think it'd get people interested again. You know. Let's see. I asked about the Wizard of Oz. Do you guys think it's a horror film? I mean, it can. The blue flying monkeys scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. I was more scared of those blue flying monkeys than I was Chucky, Pennywise, Freddy, all combined. My mom would tell you guys like I was deathly scared of those blue flying monkeys, but I couldn't stop watching the movie, and then I would get freaked out whenever the blue flying monkeys, And it's a pretty scary visual when she's sending them all out of the tower and they're flying. It's pretty creepy. Let's see. Ted Raimi's damn good at playing creepy. If you've seen the game, The Quarry. Oh, I know The Quarry, but I haven't watched The Quarry. What's funny is have you guys ever seen Skinner, dude, with Ted Raimi?
yeah, yeah.
Did I
Because we
get
were
you
talking about doing that for a video right along.
Did I get you to watch that?
Yeah, I've seen it.
That whole middle sequence, man.
Yeah,
With it's not like the movie's amazing, but it is fun, and it's
India 93.
It's very early 90s, and it's got Ricky Lake in it.
Yeah,
but
yeah, we did that for. I want to say we did a review on that,
dude. I think it'd be a fun commentary because there's like everything around the movie's not like amazing, but it's worth it for the fucking sequence in the middle because it's just like I can't believe they did this.
I'm gonna Google Skinner movie Revival House and see if we did it, dude.
I don't know if we actually did it or not. I would love to see a big budget, legit horror version of the Wizard of Oz. Is Wizard of Oz public domain at this point? It has to be, right?
I don't think so.
Well, when will it be? I mean, maybe this. I don't know. But you know, if it ever was, there'd be a horror movie waiting for you, Robert. These guys that are making the Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honeys, and all these fucking Popeye the Slayer, man. All these like just all these movies that are coming out that are just exploiting all that stuff, dude. And it's just junk, just pure fucking junk. John Wakefield says, "I wish Peter Jackson would stop the fantasy stuff and do horror like Dead Alive or Bad Taste again." I think he's officially evolved past it. That's where he kind of like got his start, and then
at least put the 4Ks out, for God's sakes.
Yeah. There's a few low budget Oz horror films. They're all obscure as heck and crap. Dude, I've never seen Return to Oz, which Return to Oz looks creepy, dude. With Faruka, whatever the fuck her name is, Dorothy. It looks like a fever dream. And I've never seen The Wiz, but Michael Jackson creeps me out in that.
The Wiz, yeah.
You ever seen The Wiz, dude?
No, I haven't seen it.
I'm shocked. You're a huge Michael stan.
I know.
You would have went to Neverland, dude, if he invited you to come sleep in his
Absolutely,
bed,
dude.
You would have been like, "I'm gonna kill you, Mac." He's like, "I'm gonna kill you, Todd," for pushing him down in the pool, dude, off the slide.
I would have been all over the monkey bars, jungle gym. I'd be all around his bedroom, and
he'd be all up in you. Good time. 10 Man. What else, man? Is there anything else coming out? Alan Cummings' hairdo scared me. The hell was that in? Oh, his scarecrow. Yeah. Jeez. Anyway,
The Mummy.
Yeah. The Mummy. Who's in The Mummy?
The new Mummy's coming out.
With who?
Jake Rayner.
Oh, wait.
Lee Cronin is directing that.
Okay. All right. And didn't he do Invisible Man?
No, he did Evil Dead Rise.
Evil Dead Rise. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Evil Dead Burn.
That's right. Oh, he did Evil Dead Burn too?
I think so. I'm looking right now.
No way. No, they do a different director for every one. I could have swore.
Oh yeah, he did Evil Dead Rise. Sorry, Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah, I kind of like that what they're doing. It's like if Raimi's not going to do it, it's kind of cool that they're doing this thing. They're getting up and comers and giving them a shot, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And because wasn't the whole thing with Fetty? Fetty was like, he had an indie film he put on YouTube. You know, it probably did like the convention circuit and shit like that and got in festivals or whatever. But he was an indie filmmaker that made an impressive film, and he got the job to do Evil Dead Rise or Evil Dead the remake. And I think they're just gonna keep giving it to new filmmakers, which is cool.
Terrifier 4. I think he said that's the final one.
Yeah, I don't know when it's coming out, but he said it's the final one.
Yeah,
we'll see. You know, it's the final one he'll do before he finally sells, dude, and cashes that check.
Exorcist Deceiver. Linda Blair's in that one?
No. Is that the one that has
what?
Is this the one that's supposed to have wait.
The Exorcist.
There's a new Exorcist coming out with Scarlett Johansson, which sounds horrible to me. Deceiver, is that not the Joseph Gordon-Green?
I don't know. This
Believer. Yeah, those are the Gordon Green, David Gordon Green movies, where they're supposed to be Believer, Deceiver. There's supposed to be a whole trilogy, dude.
I thought those got scrapped.
Yeah, it did. So I don't know why there's still people attached to it. But that's a terrible movie. You could never pay me to do a commentary for that Exorcist junk, dude. It was a bad movie, man. But yeah, they got a new Exorcist movie out that's going to come out with Scarlett Johansson and some other A-lister. And I'm like, that sounds terrible. Like, I don't want to see these people. I don't want to see Scarlett Johansson in yet another franchise, dude. You know, you can't. She's all over Marvel. She's in fucking Jurassic Park now, dude. Now she's taking over Exorcist, dude. It's crazy. Fetty is good. Alien Romulus is my favorite alien since the original. Wow, that's high praise. I like Romulus a lot.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
You know, it's not Cameron's Aliens, and Alien 3 has a place in my heart. I'd say you can make an argument that it's the best since Aliens, and I wouldn't be offended, but put it behind Alien 3 even. But it's good. It feels like an Alien movie. At least he did a good job painting the universe, and I really like the time that we had on their planet when you'd see them like working the mines and shit. I kind of wish we had even more of that. But it's really, I'm looking forward to the sequel to that. I hate that Fetty's not doing the sequel. They were trying to woo him and bring him back on, and it would have been the first time ever that the same director came back twice besides Ridley for the Prometheuses, because they always get changed hands. And it was kind of nice to be like, okay, we're gonna get a guy that's gonna kind of see a vision through, but he's apparently still gonna produce it, whatever the fuck that means, these days. What are
This
you looking at?
hokum looks interesting too. Um, I think is this an A24? Who's Adam Scott is in this
Oh,
supernatural horror, psychological horror.
Adam Scott peaked with Hellraiser Bloodline,
He's
dude.
been. What about Step Brothers?
I said what I said. Fucking said what I said.
No, this looks cool though.
Yeah. Anyway, it'll be a good year for horror's been doing pretty good, man. I have
Yeah.
all the faith in the world. I think we should wrap it up.
Yep.
I think we should wrap it up. It was fun. We didn't really have a plan tonight, so I think we just needed enemas after Scream for just
Yes.
2 months straight, and we wanted just to see where it went. So it was nice to talk about Dolly. Go see that if you like old school greasy slashers.
Mm-hmm.
It is a it's junk food in a good way. You'll enjoy it. And surprisingly good performance by Ethan Suplee. I was actually impressed. I liked him in that film.
Shot on 16 too.
Yep. Very greasy, very a lot of handheld. I'd say most of it's on a handheld, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anything besides there were some drone shots for establishing shots or whatever,
Yeah.
but I didn't notice like any real like tripod shots, or I didn't notice any pun intended dolly stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It all seemed fucking very like invasive with the hand cam and stuff like that, which worked for it. It'd be interesting to talk to the director and ask him some questions about that stuff. And we got to do Scary Movie whenever that comes out. We're going to do the first 2 Scary Movies in a few months. It's going to be great. Next week, we're going to be doing John Travolta classic Fanatic, directed by Fred Durst. We're going to do that as a member commentary Friday. And next Wednesday, we're going to put a poll out because we want to get back to some anthology horror commentary. So we'll put out a poll on which show we should either continue or start anew. What else? Is there anything else?
Well, eventually we have a new series coming out, and that's TBD. But
we could talk about it a little bit. We'll just give you the so basically, you guys remember the Fango Friday stuff? Okay, so we ceased doing that, and then we've gotten in bed per se with Rue Morgue, and we've officially gotten their blessing and sort of partnership on it, and we brainstormed that we're going to do an ongoing Fango Rue Morgue Friday. We don't know what we're going to call it. It doesn't have the ring as Fango Friday did, which is too bad. But we're going to crack open Rue Morgue here soon, and we're basically going to take the concept we have of Fango Friday and do it with Rue Morgue, and with their blessing and all that stuff. And it should be a fun partnership there. And we got to get Alpha Romero on. We got to get Alpha on.
We got to get Alpha.
It ain't fun if it's not Alpha. And so because I think he just fits so well on that show.
Yeah, I do.
So if you're still in here, Robert, you got to tell Alpha. We're gonna tell him. We're gonna light him up in our personal chat, and because we were just getting started, man. And when he came on into that last Fango Friday, like,
it was great, man.
So funny, dude. So we're happy to be continuing it with the fine folks over there at Rue Morgue. So more on that soon. And again, Todd and I want to get together an actual schedule. We're going to put together an actual schedule where we're going to get to a rhythm. Going to have the streams. I want to bring back Cinema Enema, and we were going to do the Rue Morgue deep dives and really make it an exciting calendar to kind of constantly keep up with, but regular. So,
and we'll be doing new issues. We'll be doing old issues. So it'll be depending on our mood, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, no, we're gonna
do new. We're gonna do a new, and then we're gonna do an old, and then we're gonna
No, so we actually spoke with their marketing guy. We were on a call with them before this chat, and so like I said, it's gonna be legit. And no, he's putting it on us. He says you guys can come up with whatever we want to do, and we don't have to. It's I don't know if we should do a new or old, or if we should do. I don't know. We're gonna maybe we should just piecemeal it and pick it out.
I'm gonna iron it out this weekend.
We're gonna figure out an actual way of doing it. But glad that it's back. You got to pay for it though. Who's got to pay for it? You talking about Fango?
Well, no, you guys don't. I mean, we're gonna be deep diving into issues. So
No, 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 no. Like, who do we got to pay? So with the Fango thing, what happened was we were doing that, and I thought those were going great. And obviously, Fango put all their stuff behind a digital paywall,
Mhm.
and they were coming out because they were coming out with that compendium that they are kickstarting. And so, out of respect, we were like, well, let's stop doing this because they've officially put it behind a paywall, and let's ask them
Yeah.
permission if we could kind of keep this going. We didn't work something out with them, but Rue Morgue is behind a paywall, but we worked something out with them. So they're giving us access, and we've got their blessing and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a fun time, man. I'm
Not
excited.
saying we won't do Fango in the future. I mean, but we haven't worked anything out with them as of yet. So
Because we're trying to be respectful. I mean,
yeah,
we probably could have kept doing Fango, but
yeah,
if the Fango Friday got as big as we wanted it to, maybe it would have been hard for them to ignore. And we
yeah.
don't want to piss anybody off. Like, hey, we're charging for that now. Those old issues, ding, you're
Mhm.
gone. We don't want to do that. So we wanted
No,
to be nice and play cool. And so that hasn't happened yet. But I'm excited. I'm excited to be with. We might have we talked about Kevin from Rue Morgue, the market coming on at
yeah,
some point with us.
mhm,
I would like to talk to some of those guys. I would like to talk to the founder, the guy who used to be with Fango.
mhm.
So a lot of possibilities there. Gore Zone magazine.
Yeah. Well, that's
Oh yeah,
Warzone was Fango.
Gore Zone. That sounds like a fucking
It was a
video
good
game,
magazine. Yeah.
PC game in the 90s, man. Anyway, all right, so we will check you out. Us what? We'll check you out. You got surprised that shake? We will check you guys later. God, I'm tired, dude. I'm
No, I get
so
it. I get it.
tired.
I get it.
But join us oh, Friday again. I don't think we're doing anything because I'm going to a film festival and I gotta go introduce my
Yeah.
film and do a Q&A. But next week, exciting stuff. We will have the polls out and we'll talk more. Love, peace, chicken grease, all that stuff later.
Big thanks to the Revival House family. Your loyalty fuels our obsession with horror and lets us uncover the darkest, most twisted gems just for you. If you're not a member yet, consider joining the cult today. You'll get early access to videos, exclusive content, and behind-the-scenes scares you won't find anywhere else. Until next time, this is Revival House, your home for horror, and remember, we'll leave the house lights off for you.